And you guys are listening to Nothing But the Best.
Get ready for an unforgettable experience. Are you ready? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's get hyped.
Welcome back to another episode of the Late Night Hype. We got some quarterback news to tackle today. We have signed a quarterback, y'all, but it's not the one you all hoped for. But that's okay, because it's still a pretty good signing. Let's go! Welcome, everybody, to the Late Night Hype. Y'all know how we do. Law Nation, the voice. Big Game James, the OG. Skywalker Still, the new Phil, the young one. Yeah. We in this thing. What's up, fellas? What's up?
Oh my
What's
goodness.
up, dog?
It's
You
time
are
to get
so
hyped.
damn good. Skywalker, you go so damn good with that beat. You're like, come on, let's go.
I get myself
We talk
hyped,
about
man.
a quarterback. And what about him?
And we're not muted.
Yo, boy, you bad.
That boy
Appreciate
cold-blooded over
He-
there,
he-
boy.
That boy, he
I
good.
appreciate
He
that.
good. He good. He good.
Donation.
That boy- thank you, man. Thank you, man.
Donation.
Shout out to Jay Reeves, man, for being part of the membership squad. And Presley,
Hey,
too.
already.
Hey, let's do it, man.
Y'all jumping in on this.
Already,
Let's
man.
get on the
already.
memberships. Let's get on the memberships on everybody. Let's get memberships on everybody today. Let's get donations popping. Let's talk some Cowboys football.
Y'all just made me
Get it
feel
going.
like Randy Watson. I'm out. I'm gonna just open up and be out.
That boy
What's
good.
going on, though, y'all? How y'all doing, man? Shout out y'all member, y'all not your members. Shout out everybody in the chats here, man. They're rocking out. Joshua, VP, Akeem, of course, Boothang, right? I gotta call her Boothang because you call her Boothang. She ain't my Boothang. She your
Boothang in the house.
Like she's the official.
Right.
She's the
James-
official Boothang.
James Black, Joe Kirk, KMT72. He rocking in all our feeds. T Smooth, Facebook's in the building. Shout out to Facebook.
Facebook.
Yes, sir. Anybody want to shout out on y'all side here?
Oh, let me
Man.
give a few shout outs right quick. Eastside
So
Harold,
wait.
you know I love you, dog. You jump right in there in that feed, and I
Right.
love you for it. And then we got Ready Red. You know how you do T Smooth TV. Floyd Perrier, that's one of my subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Young Wilson, aloha. You know how we do Hawaii. Stephen Arthur, what's good with you? Will Richards, make sure you're taking care of yourself out there. Boo Thing, I don't got to say nothing else about her. Y'all know how we do. El Jaffe Ja. I just want to say your name. El Jaffe Ja. You feel
Denver
me?
in the
You
building.
know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give my hey ho for
Ho.
hey he said donation for anybody you don't like it out there. I'm gonna say it to you again. Donation.
Oh, that's good.
Because they got to understand and realize, man, that the donation help grow the nation so we can
Indeed.
get good sensation out here for the world to see. Shout out to Sheila Neal for holding it down. Natasha.
Oh,
and
Sheila.
Sheila. Oh, yeah. T-Mac 1906. Christopher, I see you over there. And, of course, Tavis, man, I see y'all, man. Y'all hit that share button, man. Y'all
We in the
share
thick
this thing.
today, ain't we?
Derek,
Please,
good with
please.
you.
Like,
Let's go.
share,
Let's go.
subscribe if you haven't. If this is your first time here, get ready for a great experience. We have fun on this show, but we keep it funky at the same time. If y'all don't know what keep it funky mean, that means
Funky.
keeping it real.
You know what I'm saying?
real.
Just go
Keeps
check
it real.
DOC. Funky.
And keeping it real might upset a few people today
Oh, yeah.
It's all right.
because
filter.
quarterback was signed,
Oh.
and Andy Dalton, right?
Mm-hmm.
And some people, I mean, I'm not the only one. Y'all going through this too, right? People are
You know we
really,
going through it.
really talking about.
He gonna take that break that jump. He don't be careful. He don't be careful. He gonna take break that jump. He gonna take him to the Super Bowl.
He's going to take them all the way to the Super
He
Bowl.
gonna take to the Super Bowl.
Nation, we gonna talk about it, and we're gonna hear what you guys got to say. I'm gonna open up. We got a donation here. $19.99. What's good, Cowboys Nation from Vondale Jackson.
Vondale.
Off
I
the
love
top
ya.
rope.
Did he jump off the top rope?
No
He
problem,
said 20
James.
to get in. I'm in the VIP.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to you, Jackson.
But we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna open up the lines later,
Mhm.
listen to you guys, but we're gonna get off what we gotta say about it. So yeah, let's start right there. Let's start with Andy Dalton to the Cowboys on a 1-year deal. And let me know how y'all feel about that, man.
Do you want me to go first? Because I want to.
Go ahead. It's your room, man. It's your
Thank
room.
you. I appreciate you, Law. Thank you so very much. Only reason why I'm gonna say I want to go first because guess what? As soon as the Bengals were saying we're gonna release Andy Dalton, I made the post. I want him because we need a veteran. I'm not hating on you, Cooper Rush. I promise you, I am not hating on you. You went over to the Giants, and we'll talk about that later. But I'm not hating on you. But guess what? I need somebody. If Dak goes down, we in Super Bowl now. We in Super Bowl ready now. We Super Bowl ready, right? We got offense stacked. We got defense getting together trying to be stacked. We got a coach. We got a competent coach. We're not hating on the last coach, but we got a competent coach who's been there and done that. We got a great staff. We trying
I
to
hate on him a little bit.
Okay, I'll hate on him a little bit too. But guess what? We got a staff that we feel like we can take it to the top, right? We can take it to the limit. So guess what? I am feeling good because you don't have a Dak Prescott signed, and we don't like that. We feel like he is eventually going to get signed. But if you're going to have anybody that's going to make you feel at least good that can win games, I feel better about a guy named Andy Dalton than a Cooper Rush. And now you can have your kid, Ben DiNucci, who a lot of us like, just have him go sit on that practice squad and go chill over there and learn about some football. And then we have this guy who's a veteran. And you heard what Andy Dalton said. Hey, I just came over here. I want to be with a winning organization. I want to win now organization, a first-class organization. I want to help Dak as much as I can. I won games, and I just want to be the best that I can be. That's the type of dude you want right now.
Oh, yeah. But you know good and well, he ain't just sitting there looking at it like, I'm going to sit on this bench.
we know that.
No. Iron sharpen iron, steel sharpen steel. And Andy Dalton was a great pickup. Remember, y'all can go all the way back to many a months ago when I said, hey, let's bring in a veteran. Let's bring in somebody that can push Dak Prescott, because we've seen so many times with this particular organization that they like to coddle. They like to baby. They like to sit there and say, here's the pacifier. Here's our star player. Let's not put this person under any type of painful situation. No. Political football do not win you games. Let me repeat, political football do not win you games. Political football do not win you games. So put that down 3 times. You see what I'm saying? So what I want to see with this particular situation is, yes, Dak Prescott back is against the wall with this situation. Business is business. His agency is pushing the needle of saying, hey, it's not about the money. It's more about the years. We want to be able to collect 4 years opposed to 5. I think that his agency is kind of in the way, because everybody knows Dak Prescott, especially if you're from Louisiana, and especially if you got a chance to watch him out there in Mississippi State. Dak Prescott is the type of brother that will give you his shirt off his back. He's not greedy, but a lot of people like to put these things in Dak Prescott, mind of sitting there saying that he's a greedy person. No, but Andy Dalton is looking at this as this is opportunity. And it's better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than to have an opportunity and not be prepared. So I think that Andy Dalton, he's looking at this. Hey, you saw what happened to Ryan Tannehill over there, right?
Right.
So I think that he's looking at the same situation. I can make some money in my backyard with my wife, with my kid. I went to TCU. Shout out to all of the TCUs. Put down in the comment box if you from TCU. You already know how this thing gonna go. Big game, Jay.
Right.
And Scott Walker still with the new field.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. I personally think that this is all about being a backup, but don't hear it from me. Let's take a listen to what Jane Slater actually has to say about the situation. 1 second here. Gotta find the clip, guys. 1 minuto.
Slater.
Yeah, because if we say it, everybody whatever. But if Jane says it, just take a listen to what. Take a listen to what she got to say.
Mercy of bed, because anytime it applies to the quarterback or the Dallas Cowboys, of course, that is headline making. But I've talked to a number of sources both close to Andy Dalton as well as the Cowboys, and they tell me this is absolutely a situation where Andy Dalton is coming in here not only with the understanding that he is the backup, but that he is. Now, with that being said, to your point, Andrew, in talking to some of my Cowboys sources yesterday, they have not had any meaningful conversations with Todd France and his team since they placed that exclusive franchise tag on him. So that means while they wouldn't confirm it to us, they also didn't say that Dak Prescott was in those virtual OTAs. So guess who is in those virtual OTAs right now? Andy Dalton. But the way they're looking at this is no different than what the Saints did with Teddy Bridgewater. They had a very good insurance policy there in the event that Drew Brees got hurt. And look, Brees did get hurt and helped sustain them to help them make a playoff run. The Cowboys are just putting more attention to this position. Mike McCarthy told us ahead of the draft, we need to bolster this position, not only for trade value, but just having guys in the room. And so now they've got a guy like Andy Dalton, who is a bona fide starter, but they also have a guy like Ben DiNucci, who they went and got in the 7th round. So this is good not only for the Cowboys, but I also think for Dak Prescott, because what you're getting here, in my opinion, is someone who's just a little bit more credible than even Mark Sanchez was. And I thought that, and a lot of people thought, by the way, here in Dallas, that having a guy like Mark Sanchez in the room with Dak Prescott, now granted he was a rookie back then, it just helped having a veteran look at the film along with Dak Prescott, show him things that he saw as a starter. It made Dak better. And of course, they don't have a guy, like they had with John Kitna last year. Of course, they've got Doug Nussmeier and they've got Kellen Moore, but at least you're bringing in a veteran player that I think is just going to help elevate Dak Prescott's game. But just make no mistake, everyone I've talked to has told me they are still all in on Dak Prescott. He is their franchise guy.
You heard it there. You heard it there first.
Good stuff.
I mean, hopefully we can put that to bed, but obviously not, right? We got to kind of dive into Andy Dalton and what it all means. But I like what she said there. I want you guys kind of touch on it. And it's true. Dak hasn't had a veteran in the quarterback room since his rookie year, Tony Romo and Mark Sanchez. And from everything we've heard, it was mostly Mark Sanchez. Now he has Andy Dalton, who's a little bit more accomplished. Is that not a positive for Dak?
Well, I just still look at it like this. Remember, and I do know that our fan base is one of it's the strangest fan base of all time, right? I mean, people was it Wash that they was wanting opposed to for Troy Aikman? Remember that big game, James?
I sure do.
Yeah. So, and it goes all the way back to, even when Tony Romo, they saw a few games from Kyle Orton, for crying out loud. People like, hey, what about Kyle Orton? Remember
right.
John Kitna? Hey, what about John Kitna? And then fast forwarding to a little bit further last year in some games, or I guess previously the year before that, Cooper Rush. Hey, he throw the best balls out here as it relates to practice and these sort of things, but he disappeared, in real games. And it's just how it goes. I don't think that we have the type of, fan base like the Saints. Saints looked at it like, okay, yes, that's Drew Brees, Teddy Bridgewater. We know what he can do. Although Teddy Bridgewater in those collective 5 games probably outperformed Drew Brees' performance. And I know I'm going to get a hate mail for that, but neither here nor there. People knew that was Drew Brees' job. But I just can't see if a Andy Dalton come into this situation and he goes on a 4-0 spree or a 5-0 spree, whatever it may be, that Dak Prescott will get his job back.
Well, my opinion, first let me give a shout out to my guy Landon Ishmael with the $10 holla. What up, big dogs? And if he may be okay, let's give him a chance to see. The worst thing can happen is he could be busting a loss or cash flowing from it. Mm-hmm. This is what I'm gonna say about bouncing off you, Law.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna just keep it real. I used to really just dog Andy Dalton, not disrespecting him. When he came out of TCU and they drafted him in the 2nd round, I live out here in Ohio, so I see it. I never at no point in time ever thought that the Andy Dalton was ever going to take the Cincinnati Bengals to the promised land. Okay, I'm just keeping it real. No time. He was a good quarterback, but he was never going to be a dude he was never spectacular. He didn't have a big arm. If you watched him at Cincinnati, AJ Green used to get frustrated with him all the time because he used to underthrow deep balls all the time. Yes, he had some good years, but guess what? He had 5 winning seasons, but he had 4 losing seasons. You know what I'm saying? So he's an average quarterback. So at the end of the day, I don't know why anybody's even in their head. Anybody who says Andy Dalton could just go ahead and take us and Dak Prescott, this is a threat. Don't talk to me about no football. Don't talk to me about nothing. I don't even want to listen to you. You talking that crazy stuff, talking about that Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton is the backup, just like Skywalker still said. That's what he brought in for. Okay, they are covering their tracks. They want to feel more comfortable with an Andy Dalton than a Cooper Rush. Okay, and they like Ben DiNucci, so they say we're going to let the young buck go over there and get his work on that practice squad. We're going to get a solid veteran. So if something ever does happen during the course of the year, we're not going to miss a beat, and we don't feel comfortable with the Cooper Rush. That's why when an Andy Dalton, as soon as he was released, we went after him. And that's good and smart coaching. And that's another step of changing of the guard, like I said before, because we haven't seen that before. Because if it was Jason Garrett, he would have kept Cooper Rush. If it was Jason Garrett, he would have kept Jason Witten. If it was Jason Garrett, he would have kept Jeff Heath. So we've seen the change in the guard, and I feel refreshed. But remember, Andy Dalton is the backup.
Woo!
Good profound statement right there. I have nothing to say against that. I have no rebuttal.
I got some stuff because here's the thing. Let me get back up here.
Ride on the Skywalker.
Here's the thing.
Go ahead.
I've gotten not into it, but I've been debating with people over the last few days about this Andy Dalton thing on social media, what have you, because we're present on social media. I came out. I did a live when the news broke. By the way, am I too loud? Y'all let me know if I'm too loud.
No, you
good, Skywalker.
Okay. So, I came out, did a live when Andy Dalton signing happened, and it seemed to be a level-headed responses. You had some people that were saying some crazy things. But as the news kind of, started to, fester amongst everyone, we start hearing the crazy people talk. And I don't mean to call them crazy, right? But their opinions. Their opinion is that Andy Dalton has never had this kind of team. Right? Andy Dalton didn't have good teams in Cincinnati. Listen, guys. That is false. I had a guy tell me that Andy Dalton carried the Cincinnati Bengals to the playoffs. Andy Dalton by himself. And I just want to throw some things out there. Andy Dalton had A.J. Green. Okay, Mohamed Sanu, Marvin Jones for majority of his first 4 years. Because everyone's comparing the first 4 years of Andy Dalton and Dak Prescott and saying they are the same. Well, let me tell you a few things Andy Dalton had consistently that Dak Prescott did not have consistently. A.J. Green played in 60 of his first 64 games, so I don't want to hear he was hurt. He wasn't. Marvin Jones had a breakout year under Andy Dalton, and now we see Marvin Jones is one of the better wide receivers in the league. Not saying he's the best. He's just one of the better ones. Mohamed Sanu, a respectable number 2, number 3 wide receiver. He had Jermaine Gresham at his prime, and he had Tyler Eifert, who had 13 touchdowns in the one healthy season that he had. And then people tell me, oh, well, he didn't have any run game. Okay, he didn't have Ezekiel Elliott, but he had a respectable enough run game where he had 3 1,000-yard rushers, 3 of them things. Okay, I'm not saying there's Zeke. I understand that. Oh, but let's go look on the other side of the ball. Okay, because he had a very good defense. Remember, Mike Zimmer was the defensive coordinator in Cincinnati for 3 of Andy Dalton's.
Hired to Minnesota because he was balling.
3 of Andy Dalton's first 4 years, Mike Zimmer was a defensive coordinator, and he led that team to very good defenses. I mean, very good defenses. They ranked in the top 10, guys, in takeaways per game. 3 out of those first, 3 out of the 5 years of Andy Dalton's first 5 years in the league.
Can you say that one more time?
One more time. They ranked 8th, and 7th. It was 3 times in the top 10 in takeaways per game. 3 of the first 5 years of Andy Dalton's career. Dallas, the first 4 years for let me read this for you. The first 4 years for Dallas, for Dak, 22nd, 15th, 21st, and 25th.
Facts.
Oh, one more for you. People say that he had a terrible offensive line. Really? Because he ranked in the top 10 in adjusted sack rate 3 of his first 4 years. That means they're taking away all the thrown balls. They're not tallying the total sacks. The adjusted sack rate takes into effect everything. The opponent, how many times the team passes the ball, and throwaways. He ranked in the top 10 3 of his first 4 years. Dak Prescott, his first 4 years, 13th, 15th, 28th, and 2nd. So don't tell me Andy Dalton didn't have good enough teams. You don't have sucky teams and go to the playoffs 4 years in a row and go 0-4. 1 touchdown, 6 interceptions in the playoffs. Andy Dalton is not the answer. He's the backup.
Exactly.
Can you repeat
Drop that bomb again? Is that a clue bomb?
Yeah,
Drop that clue bomb.
Excuse me?
Drop your clue bomb on that one.
Yeah, I did. I just
You
want to
can
get that
drop it
out
again.
there.
I want to hear it.
I just want to get that out
There
there.
it is. I want to hear it again.
You know.
Hey, can I say one last thing off that Skywalker?
Sure.
I was just looking up his stats. Let's not act like Andy Dalton was like the greatest thing since sliced bread. Rookie year, 20 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, 27 touchdowns, 16 picks, 33 touchdowns, 20 picks. Next year, 19 touchdowns, 17 picks. So do you understand the theme? He throws a lot of interceptions. So let's not understand that. Well, let's not understand that when we saw Andy Dalton, when we weren't even talking about him right now, we were always dogging and clapping Andy Dalton because you was a choker and always throwing interceptions and choking in the games. So let's not talk about Andy Dalton like he's a savior. Andy Dalton is a capable backup in the Dallas Cowboys stable, and that's what he's going to be. That's what it is. So anybody else that's talking about that, like I said, you don't know hell about football, and don't talk to me about it.
Yeah, but here's the only thing. If Dak Prescott don't sign, and I think that he will, I think that Jerry Wayne got something up his sleeve. You know how Jerry, he like to market this thing out. And I think that Dak Prescott might get signed July the 4th or something like that.
Yeah, because they play dumb games.
Yeah, they play this, deadline make deals type
but
of
you're going to
situation.
still sign him for the same money.
Yeah, you're going to sign him. Yeah. So it is what it is, but you know how reactionary this fan base is. And the moment, Andy Dalton get that shine, you know how it goes, and it's just going to be hard. It's just this type of organization. We just don't handle these type of things the best way. This is how I feel. And you guys feel the same way? Y'all think they're going to handle this situation good?
Well, Dak, he'll be signed.
He'll be signed, but I just think that how they handling this whole situation.
Oh, no. I don't think they ever handle these big contracts very well. I think they handle them poorly.
Yeah,
they
negotiate. Marcus Lawrence,
yeah,
Ezekiel Elliott situation,
and they negotiate through the media.
Right, negotiate through the media. You can throw in DeMarcus Ware, although they let him go, but you can handle that situation. You know how they handled that.
Yeah, that was bad too.
Yeah, that was bad, horrible.
That's what I'm saying. Here's the thing: you have Ezekiel Elliott, you have a DeMarcus Lawrence. Here's the thing: you knew you were going to pay. Come on, don't act like you didn't know you were going to pay them. Don't act like you didn't know you were going to pay them, Jerry and Steven. So you play this little funny foo-foo game. You end up paying them that money that you said you weren't going to pay them. You end up delaying the surgery with DeMarcus Lawrence. He comes in. He doesn't hit the ground running. He struggles all year, doesn't have the productive year, has 5 sacks, even though DeMarcus Lawrence is still a monster. But he doesn't have the year that you probably think he probably could have had if he probably had the surgery early, right? And then you don't think he has those complications because he didn't have no training camp. We were at training camp. No training camp. You come in, hit the first game of the year with nothing. You don't just come in and dominate. That just doesn't happen. You get what I'm saying? And then you have the Ezekiel Elliott situation where you delayed and delayed. You knew you were going to sign this dude. You weren't gonna not sign him. You knew you were going to sign Ezekiel Elliott. So why play the game? And then you let him play in Cabo. You don't let him get in shape. Wow. And then you're over there training in Cabo. That's not football shape. That's not football training. So you got to take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games to get in shape. And then you got the win now, the pressure. Just derailed the whole damn season. You know you're going to – if you keep telling this man that he is your franchise, I said it before in plenty of shows. Tony Romo played how many seasons? He played like 16 games, and he got an extension.
Yeah.
He played 16 games and got an extension.
We know what this is. This is Stephen Jones taking the reins from Jerry. Jerry was running stuff back then. Jerry was running stuff back then, and they would. And if this was Jerry still running stuff now with the contracts, he'd have been signed.
Yeah,
he would have been signed. Jerry don't care about none of that. Stephen is the one. He's come out and said it almost every year. He is tight with that with the salary cap. He's tight with the monies. Even his own guys. He said we're going to pay our own guys, but y'all tight with it. You know, y'all, you got to pull teeth to get the contract. Eventually, it happens. Shout out to my guy, Colin, in the building. What's up, Colin? I ain't seen you in a minute, man. He said, I'm sorry, y'all, but Andy Dalton ain't going to do nothing for Dallas. They need someone better. I feel like it's a waste of money. Well, Colin, let me tell you, it's not a waste of money because this is
a rush.
Yeah, it's not a waste of money.
Andy Dalton, I'll take
you get an experienced backup quarterback who's played over 100 games, I believe, right? I believe so, over 100 games. If I got that number right, let me see. Yep, 133 games. Granted, not good in the playoffs. He's been to the playoffs. He's thrown for a ton of touchdowns. I'm not saying this guy is a great quarterback or even that good of a quarterback, but he's an experienced quarterback, a guy you can count on if you need to play 1 or 2 games if Dak gets hurt. For instance, y'all, had we had an Andy Dalton backup going into Philly where your quarterback banged his shoulder up, tore something in that thing, didn't throw all week to anyone.
I feel we win that game with Andy Dalton.
Throw all week to anyone, and then had to go on the road for the division against a hungry, desperate team with a respectable front seven. Don't you think they probably would have said, you know what, we got Dalton, sit this one out, Dak. You can't throw. You literally couldn't throw. We got to shoot your arm up so you can't feel nothing. And let Andy Dalton, the healthy quarterback, play this one game
Garrett is gone.
and then take a rest. So, if we'd have had that guy, in my opinion, I think we probably win that game.
You know what? I'm gonna keep it real. I wish we would have won that game, but I'm glad we lost it because Garrett, you're gone. I'm just so glad you're gone. You're gone. We cut Cooper Rush. Who'd you grab? Cooper Rush. That's just you, Garrett. You, Garrett. Like you is Jason Garrett, bruh. Like I am so glad that you is gone, dude. Like I finally can sit back and say, as I said before, and I'm gonna just say it again. If you got a Dak Prescott who did what he did under Jason Garrett, who was so average as a coach, look what Dak Prescott did. I'm feeling so good that a Mike McCarthy who's been there and done that, and he puts his hands on you and molds you like clay to even be better. What?
Go listen to
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Quarterback whisperer.
How can you not be excited about that, fans? You a hater if you don't.
Go listen to Rich Gannon, Matt Hasselbeck, the early Aaron Rodgers, not the veteran, D-head Aaron Rodgers. Go listen to these guys talk about Mike McCarthy. These guys, Matt Hasselbeck and Rich Gannon, credit Mike McCarthy for their resurgence. Credit Mike McCarthy for their ascending into good quarterback territory. I'm not saying they were great, but one was a Pro Bowler and an MVP, and the other one went to the Super Bowl and went to the playoffs a ton. And they credit Mike McCarthy for that. And before you go and say, give Andy Dalton a chance with Mike McCarthy. No, give Dak Prescott a chance with Mike McCarthy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I'm saying, man. Like,
it's so many people. It's so many people that discredit Mike McCarthy. And I would listen to your show when you was live, Sky, when you was talking about the fact that could it be the opposite way around where Aaron Rodgers, people thought that Aaron Rodgers was this guy that can walk on water, first coming out of college, what have you, and he had his warts. Everybody thought that Mike McCarthy was not the guy that improved Aaron Rodgers. No. Look at the resume. And also, outside of Tony Romo, one can argue that Coach Redball, he had nothing to do with Tony Romo. It had to do with everything.
Oh, God, nothing.
But outside of Tony Romo, who has Jason Garrett elevated, and who come from Jason Garrett's tree, or what type of situation where we can go back and give me just 5 good games, give me 5 good games that Jason Garrett won on a dominant level.
He only got one.
Hold on.
I'm gonna only give Garrett one game.
Challenge.
He's only got one.
Test your mind.
Garrett's got one game. Seattle, 2014.
Shit, and you can thank Tony Romo for that miracle 30-20.
That was sweet feet. That was sweet feet.
That was Terrence Williams. He saved it. Because if it wasn't him.
No, think about it. Think about what you said, though, Law. Think about what you said, though, Law. You said, about developing quarterbacks. Some people will try to tell you he developed Dak. Here's where I disagree. Seriously, think about it. Right. Remember when everybody was saying Dak Prescott needs a real quarterbacks coach? We go out and get John Kitna, and he has one of the greatest seasons of his career.
Yeah.
Before that, everybody was coming at Dak about not being coached up right or not progressing, even though he was very subtly he was progressing. But we go and get a really dang good quarterbacks coach, and he takes that next level. Now we go get one of the best quarterback guys in the league in the last 20 years. And we about to see what's up. So I'm just saying, give Dak a chance under Mike McCarthy, and let's leave this where it is with Andy Dalton. He is the backup quarterback, guys.
Hold on. Jason Stevens, though, in my feed says, y'all laughing at Garrett, but Garrett's the one who who vouched does Dak to be the starter when Romo got hurt. Now look, Dak out here trash with no contract. Really?
Trash. Oh,
What?
All right.
Tony, thank you for the $5.
Okay. Reloaded.
Reloaded. Hey, my thing is with this, and I know a lot of people look at this situation and say, well, he vouched for Dak Prescott to be the guy. Remember, I think it had more so to do with Scott Linehan. Scotty, he liked the play that was called, but Tony Romo, he would get out there and say, "Oh,
change that thing."
White 80,
How many times we see Romo snap them damn fingers?
Kill.
Kill.
How many times we heard kill?
Snap them fingers and say
Hey, bro,
kill.
Tony Romo killed the play so much he about to go on trial for murder.
We understood what kill was. We knew when Romo came up to the line. They put it on air. Whenever we watch the Cowboys game, they put the sound so you can hear him say kill, because he knew he was killing the play every time.
Killing the play. It let me know where I lied. But Tony Romo, I'm telling you guys, if Tony Romo stayed healthy, you know what I'm saying? And I made a post like this before a couple of months ago. I said, what's the difference between Tony Romo and Drew Brees? What's the difference between Tony Romo and an Eli Manning?
Consistent
What's the difference
coaching
between the Tony Romo, and an Aaron Rodgers? You mean to tell me if you had Aaron Rodgers to get a Super Bowl with Mike McCarthy, you don't think that Tony Romo would have been able to get one with Mike McCarthy? Come on now.
Or even Sean Payton when he was under him.
Here's another interesting tidbit on that, on those franchises, right? That the Cowboys haven't had that luxury, in my opinion. Those franchises have had consistent good coaching, one, and there's been stretches they had consistent, very good talent. Hear me out, because a lot of people will tell you this false myth that Dallas has been running out Super Bowl amazing talented teams year in and year out, but will forget to admit that on offense in 2017 we were with baby tight ends and a receiver by committee that you couldn't even name right now if you don't, Deontay Thompson, Allen Hurns, Tavon Austin.
We were geeked about Deontay Thompson because of speed. That's crazy,
right? If y'all think Big Game James is lying, check out my film session.
Hold on, and then they won't. Then what they won't tell you is after 2016, when we all, everything was 13-3. We felt good about going into 2017. Here's the problem. They didn't do a damn thing to upgrade their team. They got comfortable. They came back with Terrence Newman, Des Bryant, and what's the little guy named Cole Beasley. Terrence Newman ain't shit,
guys.
We know that. Des Bryant, wow, Des Bryant, we all love him. Come on, man. You still need to You still need to get somebody else. You still need somebody else. Des Bryant, as much as we love Des Bryant, him by himself wasn't going to carry that passing attack, fam.
and my only thing is with Des Bryant, I love
and Bryce Butler.
Butler.
My God, Bryce Butler.
The same damn receiving core with no upgrades. As if we didn't need to.
Never had like. Can you imagine if Dez Bryant had a person that can take the top off the defense on the opposite side?
Oh my goodness!
Come on, man. All they had to do was look at it and say, okay, Cole Beasley and Dez. Oh, we can bracket Cole.
That's what they did.
Get the 1-on-1 and have the safety over the top on Dez, and that was the defense.
They bracketed Cole, and they said, Dez, we're not afraid of you beating me deep. So we're just going to be physical with you at the line of scrimmage.
The only thing we know we're going to do is going to just throw the ball up in there. We're going to be ready for that.
Roll coverage. They're going to try to roll coverage this year, and Lamb is going to eat. And they're going to try to roll coverage this year, and Gallup is going to eat. And then
you know what? Like I said,
going to take it up the field.
I'm not gonna make somebody like that. You don't gotta like them. I don't give a hell. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta like them. That's fine. I don't give a hell if you don't like them, but I do. And like I said, you had a team who he almost got 5,000 yards, and we were conservative. We was conservative.
That's not true.
My goodness.
Jason said, why people noticing that every receiver since Romo left literally dropped in production? That's false. Cole Beasley had a career year under Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott.
Man,
hit him with the facts, man. Hit him with the facts.
Kill him, Skywalker.
I'm just saying, Cole Beasley had a career year under Dak Prescott. And Amari Cooper, who everybody was writing the hell off in Oakland, was getting on our case for trading a first round pick. Who was saying he ain't gonna say Dak Prescott can't save Amari Cooper, blah blah blah. And all of a sudden we get Amari Cooper and those two start killing it. It's Amari Cooper saved Dak.
Right.
Somebody's throwing the ball to him, though.
Can you talk about the resurrection for the nation on this guy that went got his bag over there in Texan land? What's his name again? Started Randall.
Oh, Randall. Oh, yeah, Randall Cobb.
Oh, wasn't he considered?
Why did he get $9 million
He was
a
considered
year
washed
because of
and
Dak
came to
Prescott?
Dallas, and Dak gave him a 1,000-yard season,
Dak.
basically.
Because of Dak.
And now he's paid.
Dak got you your contract, dog.
Best
Matter of
season he had
fact,
in many years.
Dak got Amari's contract because the Redskins was going ape nuts over him. Why? Why would they go ape nuts? You must have seen production.
Oh, yeah, they're one of the most productive duos in the league since they came over in Dallas. I mean, I'm just asking people to use common sense when you use context as well when discussing the totality of this organization the last 4 years under Dak/Tony. I guess Tony in 2016 for a little bit. But we have to understand the common denominator is Jason Garrett. And as much as y'all say, well, you know, Big Red over there, the Red Rifle had Marvin Lewis.
Marvin Lewis.
Yeah.
Marvin Lewis.
He said Marvin Williams. He's thinking about Carolina basketball.
Again, that's my squad, actually.
He's thinking about that basketball.
Because Roy Williams was on the Twitter yesterday saying something.
I like it, though. I like it,
I thought you
Skywalker.
would
He
be a
said
Duke
Marvin
guy.
Williams.
You're not a Duke guy.
You know, he a Carolina guy. He
no.
like that Marvin
Carolina.
Williams over there balling.
And them baby blues over there.
Real quick about that, everybody was on Bobby Hurley in the 90s, right? I ain't old enough to hate him at the Bobby Hurley days.
I hated Bobby Hurley.
But I hated J.J. Redick. That was my guy.
Ooh, I hated him.
Hated J.J.
That's
But he nice.
Them two are close.
They close.
Of hating.
Yeah, but Redick was the Hurley for me.
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I'm
Hurley
saying?
was Hurley for me.
But yeah, man, that's all, man. I'm just asking, you know what I mean? Use just common sense, man. That's it.
They don't want to use common sense.
Said Tar Heel gang.
Tar Heel. There's some Duke
don't-
fans up in here.
They don't want to use common sense. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you don't gotta hate. You don't gotta like them. I don't give a hell. The proof is in the pudding that if you have a quarterback who was a 4th-round draft pick who came in and he was once again, when Romo got hurt, he didn't even get elevated second string. It was Kellen Moore. Did y'all watch Kellen Moore play in the NFL?
Yeah.
I'm not hating I'm not hating on you, Kellen Moore. But did y'all watch Kellen Moore in the NFL? And he was a second string over Dak Prescott, so that tells you they didn't think he was nowhere close to ready. And you get thrust in the lineup and do what you did in this year, that year to all the way to year 4. Man, shut the hell up. I don't care if you don't like what I got to say. That's my quarterback. That boy is a dog. And it was Kellen Moore. Y'all watch Garrett? Wait till what he's going to do with McCarthy. And I can't wait because when we get that Super Bowl, you haters, I'm going to remember your name. My memory is ridiculous. My memory is ridiculous.
Hey, and then this is not to discredit Tony Romo. Tony Romo was a bad guy of finding ways to elevate those who need to be gone.
Oh, yeah.
Like Ogletree, remember him? Laurent Robinson.
He made him 11 touchdowns.
Carried Dak.
11 touchdowns. You never seen Laurent. What'd he do when he left Romo?
Robinson.
He went over to Jacksonville and did Jack Poo.
He got that bread and said, hey, I'm gone.
Because he wasn't good.
Terrence Williams, I love him. But he didn't show up after Tony Romo left. Terrence Williams, he couldn't even make the XFL. He couldn't even make that team.
He's not that good.
He's not
that's
that
what
good.
That's what I was trying to say about the
had some magic.
That's what I was trying to say about the people for whatever reason believe this team has just had this consistent amazing offense because of Ezekiel Elliott and a decent not all the time was this offensive line great. It wasn't. But a decent offensive line. Everyone just believes, well, Dak has had all these amazing weapons for 4 straight years in a row. That is not true.
That's a lie.
It's just not true, man. He didn't have a consistency in weapons until the second half of 2018 and all the way through 2019. And go look at his numbers when he had that.
Right.
The only thing that he
Career
had
years.
consistent was, how you doing, guys? That's the only
it.
thing that he had consistent out there.
Yeah.
Jason Garrett clapping. Jason Garrett moving the headphone from his face and spitting. And then you had the Scott Linehan with his situation. Everybody know what was going on. There's nobody out here saying, look, let's be real. Let's be real with it. Who out here, let's keep it real. Who was out here saying, man, we finna go into this game. We finna beat the hell out of this team.
Hey, man, listen.
I mean, when we played bum teams like the Niners.
Hey, y'all.
We gonna beat the hell out
Can
of
I
this
just
team.
say this one thing?
Yeah.
We've been watching our team for 10 years with Garrett, right?
Talk to me.
And I made this video a couple days ago. I said, when you watched your Cowboys, and don't you lie to me right now.
Don't lie.
Don't you lie to me right now. When you watched your Cowboys, you knew we were good. You knew we were talented, but you knew the damn outcome. You knew after the first few series how we were going to play and how the outcome was going to end at the end of the game under Garrett. Yes, you did. We all did. That's why Stephen A. was saying, y'all, accident waiting to happen, because under Garrett, it was. Y'all knew it. We all knew it. And it wasn't like I'm trying to disrespect him, but we knew when it came under when we really needed it, we knew what was going to happen.
We knew it. Real people know. You know what I'm saying?
Real people, you knew in your heart. You was hoping. You was praying, but you knew.
Mm-hmm. You flat out
You ain't
knew.
lying.
Yo, I mean, you just knew it, you know.
Call line is open, y'all. 717-745-8898. Call in what your takes about the Andy Dalton, about the Dak contract stuff going on. How y'all feeling about that, man?
60 minutes.
I think eventually
I'm
gets
getting
60
annoyed
second
with
phone
it.
call.
I'm getting annoyed with
Yeah,
the
60
Skywalker.
seconds.
I'm tired
The
of
Dak
it.
contract?
Get our quarterback. Get our quarterback in there, man. Like, man, it's just annoying, man. Like, you got Carson Wentz, you got Jared Goff, you got Aaron Rodgers, you got all these other guys under 4-year deals, but you want to keep on trying to latch on to this bullshit, and then it's like you end up giving DeMarcus Lawrence what he wanted. You end up giving Ezekiel Elliott what he wanted, and it end up messing and derailing the season. Why are we playing the same games again? Haven't you learned your lessons?
Yes, indeed, man. James, you
Let
speaking
me
too
pull
much
up this,
facts over here, man. Speaking too many facts into this thing, man. You know
pull
how
up the
it
call
goes.
line for y'all. We had somebody try. Hold 1 second.
Call line for your mind, 717-745-8898.
Man, you said
got a
that.
lot of sevens.
You make me want to call. Call my own phone.
I was thinking that myself.
88. Yes, indeed. So can we play a numbers game? Who wears number 71?
Ooh,
On his number.
To the chat right quick.
71.
Yeah, who wears 71 on this team? Who wears
that the rookie?
17? I'm just naming out the number that we got on the phone line. Oh yeah, while we got a little spell right here. Y'all put down where
and Carter.
Yes, indeed. Y'all, Collins, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all put down where y'all from.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah.
location for the nation.
Yes,
for
I
the
love
nations.
it. We the only people that can do this.
Man.
You know, Washington team, the Eagles cry,
Collins is
the
71.
Eagles
Leo,
cry. They
damn,
can't do this.
That's
They
crazy.
can't
I didn't
do
know
it.
Leo was 71. That's weird.
Yeah, 71 is Leo.
We got
There it
one.
is.
Here you go. Hawaii in the house.
Aloha.
Yes, indeed. Houston, Texas.
We got
from
Virginia,
Exeter.
Houston, Ohio, 214 Dallas,
OHIO.
Corona, California,
Yeah, for real.
Greenville,
day.
Tennessee, Rochester, New York, 614, Nevada in the building. Oh, where'd that go? That was fast. Rio Grande, South
Well,
Texas,
Rio
North
Grande.
Carolina, Marshall,
North
Texas,
Carolina.
Maryland, Philly. What up, Will?
out to you,
Cali,
Jessica.
Grants. Is that Grants and Lane? Am I saying that right? Texas, Tulsa, Oklahoma, D-Town,
Get
210, Saginaw, Michigan, Alabama, East
Saginaw.
Oakland. Y'all all in the building, man.
down. Yes, indeed.
We do got a caller on the line.
Oaktown.
Let me make sure I actually get y'all
Downtown,
up
get
there.
down.
Caller, are you there? State your name. Where you from?
Walker's the lunatic from South Texas.
Hey, what up, lunatic? What's going on, man?
Hey, shout out to Oak Cliff, baby.
Hey, once again, great intro, great content,
Appreciate you.
and just Cowboys Nation. Remember, Dalton is our backup. We saw what happened with Breeze. He hit his goddamn thumb on a helmet on a pass. Was out a couple of games. Teddy Bridgewater kept him in it. Mahomes, goddamn, what was it? His kneecap
His
on
knee,
a
yeah.
quarterback sneak? When the hell have you seen that?
Right.
But what's the name? Matt Moore kept him in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They
shout
got
out
the
to
number
Matt
2
Moore.
seed. Why? Miami took care of New England.
Yeah,
But it was Moore that kept them in there. We need that insurance policy. We all knew Dak goes down, our season is down the toilet because Cooper Rush wasn't gonna do jack for us.
absolutely.
We have
Real talk.
Andy Dalton. This coaching staff again has proven we ain't leaving anything up to luck. We have the talent. We have the experience, and if we need to, we've lucked out the last 4 games. Hasn't missed a game. But yet we saw last year with that shoulder, a week of practice. We are that close away from you never know. This year could be you never know. We might need to lean on Dalton for a little bit and get our franchise QB back in there to make a postseason run.
Absolutely
we
right.
see it. Again, we see the moves. We can compare it to the last decade of mediocrity. We see what they're doing. We feel the momentum. We know, hey, we can't leave anything up to chance.
Leave no
So
stone
the signing
unturned,
is
as
great.
they say.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because again, 25 years of frustration. I don't want to wait another year.
And it
Neither
seems
does
like
Jerry.
neither,
He knows.
and it seems like neither does Mike McCarthy.
He know he don't have
Jerry
that
Jones
same
don't want to
latitude
deal
and
with it no more.
latitude. Yeah.
He old.
Yeah, because remember this. Everybody's saying you only won 1 with Aaron Rodgers. It's the same thing as New England. New England is going to find out, was it Brady or is it Belichick? Mike McCarthy, if he wins one, when he wins one with us, he can say, it wasn't Rodgers. I carried his egotistical behind.
Hey, the lunatic. And you know what else I'll be able to
That's
say?
my guy right there.
I was the only coach in history to take 2 storied franchise to 2 Super Bowls victories.
Wow.
Exactly.
This caller right
Exactly.
here is on fire.
Cowboys Nation, we're frustrated, but we see it happening. Get on board because the train is leaving. Whatever games we're going to have, like I said, there are no asterisks in football. That's only in baseball. You win, you're the champion. That's it.
Yeah.
Period, man. Appreciate you,
Get
lunatic.
excited. Get excited.
Appreciate you.
Great
Great call,
content
fella.
again. That's why I tell you, your trajectory's going up. I'm just missing Big Game James there and become a member. Lord,
Hey,
you know it.
my stuff is
Support
up, big
Cowboy
dog. Go
Nation.
over there. Hey, go to Silver and Blue Nation. Hit that damn join button, dog. I'll welcome you. Blue thing will get you right. Get your ass on over there.
Yeah, get on over
You
there.
know I'm doing it right now.
There you
All right,
go.
Cowboy Nation,
There
keep it
you
up.
go.
Keep it up. Love it. Love it.
Go.
Give
you,
him,
dog.
give him
Love
a
you.
war call or something at the end of this call, man. I
Hootie
love
hoo!
it. Hootie hoo!
I just dropped the bomb.
Yeah,
Yeah.
drop the
He dropped the bomb. I love the lunatic. He come with some good ass
Yes.
shit.
Yes. Yes. He
Yes.
does.
Excuse my
Good stuff,
language.
man.
He
Good
makes me
stuff.
cuss.
717-745-8898. We're getting some people trying to come
Hey,
in.
Blue thing, you can bring me a plate in here if you like.
Look at that. Boo
Hey, we
thing,
got
bring it over here too.
Boo thing, it's okay.
Yeah, let me get
I
one
can
too,
eat
Boo
back
thing.
here One night, she don't let me eat back here. in
We
the
got
office.
Saginaw, Michigan on the phone. State your name, man. What's up?
Hey, this is Edwin, dog.
What's going
Saginaw,
on?
Michigan. What's happening? What's happening?
Yeah.
Just calling in about this Andy Dalton thing.
How you
I'm
feeling?
feeling y'all like y'all said. I used to do the same thing about, oh man, he a buster. You know, he this, he that. But he been there for a hot minute. You know, I look at him like this. He just a Cooper Rush 1.0.
What-
just
That
a little bit
2.0.
better than
Can we
Cooper
get a, can we get a 2.0?
Yeah, we gotta get a
2.0.
2.0. Come on, give him a 2.0, dog.
Okay.
1.75. 1.75.
Oh, we can do that. 1.75.
Can I get one in the quota?
1.75. 1.75 on
Well,
the
we
scales.
do
1.75 on the
Five.
scales.
1.75.
So, you know,
1.75 on
he
the
just that little upgrade.
Yeah.
But all these busters, all these knuckleheads, all these haters that call they supposedly Cowboy fans, they fake. They bandwagon jumpers.
$3
That's all
bills.
they are. Because, see, a real Cowboy fan don't stand with their quarterback. A real Cowboy fan don't stand with their team. I've been a Cowboy fan since I was 4 years old. I ain't going to leave them. I ain't going nowhere. But I did tell my boy, if Dak walk, wherever Dak go, that's going to be my second squad. But I'm still going to be a Cowboy fan. But I got to hang with Dak. Your young brother got it going on.
I think he do, man.
I think he do, man.
He's an
Appreciate
awesome
the
brother.
call.
You know, he's from good stock.
You know what's crazy?
But I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna let you get to it, but I'll tell you what I tell a lot of people when I tweet to them or when I holler at them. I let them know Dak Prescott is destined to be one of the best in the NFL and Dallas Cowboy history by God. He's touched by God to do what he's gonna
God's
do.
quarterback.
So no matter what
That's it.
man say, Dak gonna get his.
God's plan.
Jerry don't got to come up off that money.
Hey man, I hear you, brother.
I feel you.
I
fam.
love the positivity right there.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
the positive.
Appreciate you.
Speak it into existence.
That's the only way I know how to be with him, bro.
I hear you.
But I love y'all for y'all shows. I holler get at all y'all. Even hang out with Mark.
Shout out to Mark.
You know, I even
Shout
hang
out
with
to the
Mark
OG.
sometimes.
The
Even
OG.
E2 Blue, I get with him too.
Triple OG.
You know, but hey, I
Sir.
love y'all shows, man, because y'all keep it real. Y'all keep it live. Y'all keep it where we can kick it with y'all.
Yeah,
and I
man.
like
Yeah.
that.
Hey, we love it.
That's what I love about y'all shows.
Man, that's much
You
love.
know,
We
my wife
appreciate that.
sometimes, what is you doing?
So we listening to the late night hype,
Said
baby.
listen to the late night hype,
Yeah.
baby. You better
Oh,
come
when
on
she,
now.
When she see, you know what? Out of everybody I listen to, when she see y'all, she already know.
She know what it is.
She already
I like
know.
that.
So
She know
we
late
already
night hype. She
late,
walk up,
late night
she gotta
hype.
go the other way.
When you see
Hey,
the
appreciate
wifey,
you calling in, fam.
yeah, you just tell her you
Yeah,
on the
bro.
show.
Hey, love
Yeah.
y'all, bro. Y'all keep it real, keep it up, keep doing what y'all do.
Indeed.
Hey, and like Law Nation always say, do the best you can do and be everything you can be.
Hey.
Yes, indeed.
My man.
Take these things together, man. My
I
man.
love
Really
y'all,
appreciate
bro.
You too, man. Appreciate you.
Love you
Appreciate you,
too,
bro.
man. Yeah, yeah. See, that's love right there. He said he didn't say he like us. He said he,
He
love
said, I
us.
love us. He said it
Yes.
about, I counted, he said it like 6 times.
Boy, loving you is easy.
Loving
girl.
you is another thing.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Whoa, guys.
Lord, appreciate the dome.
What? The Never again.
Hey, that's going platinum, fam. That's going platinum.
Loving you.
Oh no. Y'all about to have people exit up out this thing with that singing.
That's late night hype, baby. Shout out to you,
Late-
Floyd,
We're
again
also
for
the late
making
night
that
hype.
Appreciate
$50.
you.
You gonna get
Yeah.
somebody talking about
Who got a
Dax
holler?
touched
Who got the
by
holler?
the finger again.
You got the
Floyd
holler
over
law?
here, Keefe. Yeah, I think that's how you say the name. Keefe
Mm-hmm.
Floyd. Drop 15 in there. 15
Ooh,
get you in.
15 to
That's
get
Dak
in?
Prescott. See, you see how it is? That's Dak Prescott college
15 to
number.
get in?
You see,
Can
15
we get a
get you in.
$10 holler over here
Yeah.
in Big Game J? I just need a $10 holler from somebody. So just a $10. Oh, what?
We got
I
another on the
43
line.
flex that says, welcome to BGJ Deluxe, a new
Deluxe.
member today. 43 flex.
Shout
I'm going
out
to give
to
you the
ya.
flex because they always give me the flex pose after they drop them donations. I've been waiting for you to get on the team. Thank you.
Yeah.
Shout out to the new members and all the donations tonight. Appreciate you. We got a caller on the line. State your name, where you're from, caller.
Stated.
Yeah, y'all. What's up, Scott Walker, man? First time caller. What's up, Law? This is Jake the Great, man.
Welcome
Big
to the
Game
show.
Man.
Great.
Jake the Great. I like it.
Yeah, man. Representing Palm Beach County, Florida, but right now I'm in Jackson, Mississippi, man, trying to keep America moving. You feel me?
Okay.
My
Black
18,
town.
You and your friend.
Oh, we appreciate you, man. I mean, it means you out there moving the country for us. Front line.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Hines
try
County,
to do a
baby.
little something.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's on your mind, though, brother?
What's on my mind? I'm mad, man, at these Cowboy haters, but I really want to check them. I ain't gonna let them off easy, man. I was going back and listening to vibes and hearing them wrestle with these Cowboy haters. They saying Dak can't win no playoff games, but he's 1-2, right?
Yep.
And these 2 losses, how could you blame Dak?
You,
The first
you
loss
can't.
he had against Green Bay, he was down 28-3, came roaring back. Who let us down? The defense. All they had to do was stop Aaron Rodgers. The man done came back on Aaron Rodgers. Defense let us down. Second playoff game against Seattle. Everybody says Seahawks are going to win. Dak Prescott on 3rd down and 17. They called a quarterback draw. This man was flipping in the air, smiling, got up, had the whole stadium rocking.
He's a
That
gamer.
right there, that's a warning. We was heading there. That second playoff loss, Dak played out of his mind. The defense let us down again against the Rams. So I'm just
Reach,
wondering
bro.
when someone says, "Oh, Dak is trash," but show me the Carfax to what you're saying. You know what I mean? Because if you don't like him because Dak wears blue draws, and I don't like people that wear blue draws. That's cool, but show me the Carfax on where he's trash at. And Andy Dalton ain't trash. I kind of like him, but he's not better than Dak. Andy Dalton
No.
has regret from the player that he was, but it's great to have him because, like I said, Mahomes went down. Matt Moore came in and won them games. You know what I'm saying?
Drew Brees.
Drew Brees went down. Bridgewater came in and won the game.
Carson Wentz.
People can talk that shit. You know what I mean? Carson Wentz went down. Foles came in and won them games.
You think McCarthy didn't sit on the sideline? You think McCarthy didn't sit on the sideline and see that?
People need to look at McCarthy's drafts. He drafted a lot of quarterbacks.
Right. Sorry, I'm coming with a lot of anger and frustration.
That's all right. That's why we're here, man.
Get it off your chest.
Get off your chest.
Y'all dumb because this ain't Jason Garrett. You know what I'm saying? And these moves are almost scary. You see these moves that Mike McCarthy is making. These are little strategic, analytic shit. You feel me? Scratch off the back of running back. Now, on paper right now, that team is looking pretty scary. And that's not the same concept as Jason Garrett or Ron Marinelli. This is a whole new staff. So all that other energy about 8-8, that shit don't matter. That's a whole new generation.
They couldn't wait for him to go 8-8.
One last thing. All y'all Tony Romo did, bro. I was the biggest Tony Romo supporter. Before y'all bash Dak and talk about Tony Romo had plenty of chances to win that NFC East and go into the playoffs, and he lost. That's the only quarterback I know that will come back down for 40 points and throw a damn interception at the last minute of the game. Tony Romo was a great quarterback for 3.5 quarters, but that last 2 minutes, you just don't know.
I gotta check you there, man.
You know what I mean?
I get
Romo was a beast,
the
man.
stigma, but Romo came through in the fourth a lot of the times.
We didn't have think about it though, big dog, and I feel what you're saying.
I
feel what you're saying about Romo. Hold up. I feel what you're saying about Romo. But if we didn't have Romo all them years, Dallas wouldn't won nothing.
Listen, I'm not bashing Romo. I'm bashing the people that try to bash Dak and say, "Oh, Romo was this, Romo was that."
I get what you're saying.
I feel you. I feel you.
I feel you.
If you're gonna say Romo makes your heart warm, no, he doesn't. Bro. Romo was 10 years of heartbreak because so many times he's lost.
I got you, man. We got you. We got you, man.
That's it. But that's you know what I'm saying. Just at least let Dak. You know what I'm saying. Dak is miles ahead of Romo. He might not have the arm strength, but what he has is that leadership quality, and men will follow him, man.
We got you.
That's all you need.
Jake,
you don't need to
the
be
great.
And I appreciate your energy, Jake. I appreciate your energy. I appreciate you venting, brother. Good call, man. Good energetic call, man. Thank you for calling
all
in.
day, every day. Still give him the knowledge bomb, though. You know, give him the knowledge bomb. You know, good call.
Give him one.
Napalm bomb?
Yeah,
napalm bomb?
Napalm. We're going to call it the name, the napalm bomb.
A napalm bomb.
Hey,
listen, but Skywalker, you got to limit these calls, dog.
Listen, when they go,
a minute to vent, and that's it. Y'all got a minute to vent, and I'm not hating.
Hey, that's y'all.
I love all y'all.
My show, they go a little bit, but I get it. Y'all, you need
1 minute, 60 seconds, man. I saw a show.
1 minute,
gone in 60 seconds.
Y'all are the Yankers.
Yeah, I'm yanking after 60. You know when he do that dance on the what's that show?
The
Apollo. That's what I said.
Apollo, when he be doing that dance,
that's what I'm saying.
I got that cane.
We're gonna have to put the GIF emoji up there.
We got one more on the line.
60 seconds come up there.
60
People
seconds.
trying to get in here. What's up, man? What's on your mind? Make it quick.
Yeah, it's Brandon Newkirk. What's up, fellas?
That's my dog. What's up? Shout out to you for the donation earlier, man. Brother? Newkirk in the house. What's good?
Yes, sir. Man, the haters are not seeing the bigger picture. Like, y'all want Cooper Rush throwing the ball to your dynamic trio in practice every day? We'd rather have an Andy Dalton. Like, Jason Garrett, Rod Marinelli, they lived off nostalgia when it was coaching. Jason Garrett really thought he could use the 90s formula to win in this era. Mike McCarthy changing with the times, but we got to put it in fact, Mike McCarthy had a bum GM up there. So he know how to win in spite of a GM never drafting a wide receiver in the first round for years. And I feel like, just like Big Game said, everything is strategic, dog. Like, they doubling up at every position. They ain't trying to have no holes. They're not trying to just depend on the stars at certain positions. But I'm out, dog. Y'all keep it 100.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
That's how you call it.
That's how you call it. In and out. That's how you do it.
That's how
Appreciate
you do it.
That's how you do it.
Yes. Got it.
Yoga fire.
Yoga flame.
That's a great call. I agree with him, though. He said they're missing a big picture, and this is what I tried to talk about when it first happened.
Right.
Y'all, stop trying to make this about Dak Prescott and look at the big picture. We got a quality backup, guys. And we just saw in Philly, in Kansas City, in New Orleans, when your starter goes down, you need a quality backup. Y'all confident? Y'all real confident in Cooper Rush?
Hell to the no. That's
Exactly.
why his ass went right over to the Giants.
So that's why
dog.
you got to look at the big picture here, man. And I don't know why Cowboys Nation tries to get divided with the quarterback thing. You know how I feel about the whole people saying Dak can't. I don't get why y'all say these things when the tape is right there to show you.
This is Jason Stevens. I want him to call in because he's been going ham.
I got
for
a 202
Romo.
on the line.
Yeah.
You got 1 minute, Jason, to get off what you got to say because you keep talking about this Dak. You keep talking.
I don't think that's.
Call in.
I don't know who this is. 202. What it do?
Yeah. What it do?
Hey, what's going on tonight?
What's up?
What up?
What's up, man? Who this?
Hey, what's up, Law? I'm JT Wavy out Law Chat.
Wavy.
I'm from Outlaw Scout. But yeah, I just think I'm happy with the Andy Dalton sign. Dak best year. Well, people say his most winning year. Last year was his best year by himself, but his most winning year 16 with Mark Sanchez and Tony Romo behind him. That was his most successful year, like altogether. I think we need that veteran quarterback that we haven't had behind him.
I mean, that's a good point.
Like most of the Super Bowls with young quarterbacks have always had a backup quarterback in their ear, giving them the experience, playing through them, or giving them like pointers and tips of what they learned over their whole career. But the more experienced quarterbacks like Tom Brady really don't need that or already have those things inside of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, that's a good point, man. Great call.
Great call on that, man.
And then and the Andy Dalton, like, cause we really need Andy Dalton to, like, our younger receivers that we haven't really stuck with. I think they might have a chance to stick out a little bit more with a better quarterback throwing the ball in like the preseason and stuff. So, like, we could really evaluate them better, like with players like Rico Gathers and Lance Lenore.
Yeah, Lance Lenore, Rico Gathers were kind of the second secondary type weapons. But like I said earlier,
we could develop.
Go ahead.
Oh, we could develop those players better, like giving them a better chance with a better quarterback throwing them the ball more consistently.
Oh, you mean the backup? You mean
yeah.
Well, I don't think Rico or Lance Lenore. I don't think Rico or Lance Lenore is cut out. I don't think they're cut out. But I get what you're saying. Bringing in a guy who can help. It's a great point, actually. Bringing in a veteran backup quarterback who can help your younger guys that are down on the depth chart in case you might need them, like we did last year when in the Jets game. Ventrell Bryant, right? Cedric Wilson, right?
Yeah.
Great call, man. Great call and great point.
Great point.
Appreciate you, man.
Baby.
You guys have a good night.
You too, buddy.
Yeah, it's a good call.
Hey, that makes sense. I get what he's saying. I don't agree with Rico and Lenore. I don't think those guys are cut out. But I get exactly what he's saying is that we had Cooper Rush throwing to our young guys for the last 2 or 3 years. So, getting somebody like Andy Dalton, who, if need be, needs to step in there, he'll have relationships not only with the starters, but with the backups. Yeah, great call. Go ahead.
No, my bad. I was just gonna say if you're a person that I'm keep on asking Jason Stevens, he keeps on talking, and I keep on telling you to call in because you keep on talking about Andy Dalton. He should be the starter, and I want to hear why you saying that.
Why should he be the starter?
I want to hear you call in and say that. The number's right up there. Call in and state.
He said Dak can't read a defense. He needs someone to tell him what to do.
Dak can't read a defense, and people
just like
after
Kaepernick
4 years, bro, you don't even make no
do.
sense. I want to hear you call in and say what you got to say.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that in Dak's first year or two.
Maybe a first year?
Not his fourth year and going to his fifth year.
Not fourth year.
He clearly made
5,000 yards and can't read defenses. Come on, bro.
Right, that would be
bro. This is the
crazy.
NFL, bro. Come on, are you really talking? This ain't the Canada Football League. This ain't arena football. This is the NFL, the top league out there. And my guy is coming in there after people doubted him. He threw for 5,000.
I think people are using the old negatives on Dak and trying to use him for now. You got to come up with something different, man. If you want to talk about how he didn't have game-winning drives, cool. But you can't talk about he ain't accurate and he can't read a defense. That shit's old. He couldn't do that his first 2 years.
Saying that, right? Like, if you saying that argument, I can't feel you no more. Like, you got to come with real stuff if you're going to talk about the Dak. Come and I'll listen to it. If you're going to talk about Dak, don't come out there and say he can't read defenses. That don't make no damn sense. And ain't nobody listening to that. That's a lie. You come with some real stuff. If you're going to talk about Dak Prescott, come with some real stuff so we can listen to it. If you come with some false narratives, nobody's listening to that, dog.
Yeah. I'm interested to see why he thinks that Dalton should be the start. What have you seen from it? Again, I already did it earlier. If you haven't seen it, go back and look. I laid it all out for you. Andy Dalton didn't have some bum teams his first 4 or 5 years in the league. He didn't.
He had squads.
He had some pretty good teams.
Running game,
perfect.
I'm not saying he had Ezekiel Elliott, but he definitely had a good quality all around team more often than not his first 5 years in the league.
True that.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, Law. Got one more call on the line. State your name, where you from. Caller, you on the line. You were on the show live.
Like
I got you, Toby.
Hello.
Hey, what's good?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this is Marcus. Just want to let y'all know that y'all put out great content.
Thank you, sir.
And I don't mean to change the subject, but I wanted to know about the special teams and where we're heading.
Oh, no, great change of subject. I appreciate that.
Good stuff. I like that. That's why we like you.
Yes.
Where we're heading, we're heading wherever John Bones Fossil takes us, who is one of the best special teams coaches in the NFL. And I think he's going to have a drastic impact on our special teams. If you look at his resume throughout his career, it's been mostly very good to decent special teams play. And we've had very bad to below average special teams play the last, 5 years? So,
yeah. Who was the last best special team coach we had? Was it Joe D?
Joe D, I think.
Joe D? Okay, so I think that.
You talking about D. Camillus?
Yeah, D. Camillus. Well, he's the last.
Yeah, he went to. I think he went to.
Oakland. Got hurt and broke his back or something.
Yeah.
So if you don't mind me asking, who are some of the candidates that we have for the return game?
CeeDee Lamb and Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard on kick returns and CeeDee Lamb on punt returns.
Okay, so I was about to say which one, because kick, I don't even count no more.
Yeah, kick returns, Tony Pollard, punt returns, CeeDee Lamb.
Well, the kick return, punt return.
I would say I would put CeeDee at punt return. That way you can get the ball in his hand as much as possible, because he's that electrifying. And being that we have 3 receivers, you can kind of risk it a little bit, in my opinion, year one.
True.
And also, when you watch Tony Pollard, when he was at Memphis, he was a dangerous
and
kick
I would
returner.
love to see Tony Pollard in space.
Oh, man. You're going to see it.
Tony Pollard, let me tell you something. If we really use Tony Pollard like we want, Tony Pollard going to eat this year, y'all.
And he's going to eat. They
played
a lot of political football.
Tony Pollard is nasty.
Great call. But we had a lot of political football last year. Who they put?
Man, I love y'all content.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate you.
We love y'all, man.
Appreciate you.
They had what? Randall Cobb out there getting the punt returns, and they had a rotation of Tavon Austin. But I was like, wait a minute. You drafted Tony Pollard. You don't want to give him the chance? You don't want to give him the ball at least once?
Shout out to my dog Jeff.
Let me address Toby. Toby's one of our loyal Facebook.
Toby, what up?
He said dive into Dak 1-7 last year against winning teams. I told you that's the one thing you can get on him about last year. If you want to go on that, that's fine. You can get on him about that, but let's not act like my guy wasn't beating winning teams before that.
Right.
Let's not act like
yeah. It's like they only want to use 2019, but they don't want to use any other year. But they just go back to that.
Because the goalpost is being pushed back, guys. Before they weren't talking about Dak being a winning quarterback.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jay.
No. I was just gonna say it's just like you said. If you look at those first 3 years, I mean. Y'all got to understand, why is Garrett not here this year? Do y'all not see that? Why is Garrett not here this year? When we're talking about Dak 1-7, and I'm not saying that gives Dak a pass, but why is Garrett not here? I don't care. I coach. Coaching has a big part of it.
Yes.
If it didn't, you wouldn't have coaches, and you just let players play, and you wouldn't have coaches on the sidelines.
Oh, coaching matters.
Coaches make a difference. And you see it when you see elevation. And I'm telling you, when you see those games that when Dak Prescott lost, and I'm not saying Dak didn't play uneven in those games and he didn't underthrow throws. I made a video where he was underthrowing throws and I was saying that. I'm not saying that.
Quarterback. No.
I understand that. But when you see the coaching decisions in some of these games, that hinders your quarterback play.
He was throwing the ball all over the Minnesota Vikings. You remember that game?
Yeah,
damn. What up,
all
Gambino?
over.
Trust me, I
Just
remember
throwing that ball
Damn,
all over
man.
the game.
Just,
far
man,
too
like,
often.
let's stop the madness. Like,
Yeah.
we saw those Cowboys games, y'all. Like, let's not act like we saw them Cowboys games. And when I see people saying, using the same whack-ass false narrative that, oh, Dak only got all his yards against
Garbage time.
Well,
man, I don't want to
they
hear
already
that. You're
debunked
piggybacking
that.
off somebody else.
It was debunked though. That
Yeah.
most of Dak's yards came in the second and third quarters.
Yeah.
You just piggybacking off somebody
it's
else and
shade
you ain't
shot.
researching. Don't tell
What's up,
me
Tier
that.
One?
You just
and
piggybacking.
this is the thing though. Remember, there was a certain quarterback that went 7-9 3 years in a row. And he had top numbers as it relates to passing, touchdowns, and they all came in, guess what? Garbage time. But we never hear that on anybody's mind. They just sit back and say, oh, this guy is the best thing since sliced bread. And he only got one more Super Bowl than Dak Prescott.
Well, they pretend that these top quarterbacks are doing it by themselves, which I just don't understand it, man. I've been saying this for years, even before Tony Romo. I've been saying it for years. I don't care how much I want to big up one singular quarterback. It takes a team, and look at some of the top guys. Maybe you can argue, a little bit on Tom Brady, but Tom Brady even got Randy Moss at one point, and Gronkowski at one point, Wes Welker, right, and guys like that.
Corey Dillon, that defense was
and
ridiculous
coaching
for
help,
him.
but you need help. I'm sorry, I don't care how good you are. How good you are.
Yeah.
What's up, caller? State your name. Where you from?
My name is Jared. I'm from Southeast Louisiana.
Louisiana.
I'm gonna make this real quick.
Thank you.
Real quick. So I'm a Cowboys fan number one, Dak fan number two. All right.
Yep.
And I love Dak. And Dak is ascending. And what really pisses me off is people want to talk shit about Dak, but what they don't realize is the man's been in the league 4 years. Now, if you look at the greats, Tom Brady, Phillip Rivers, Russell Wilson,
Drew
so
Brees.
on and so on, even Drew Brees, where were they in their first 4 years?
Well, besides
they
Russ,
weren't where Dak is right now.
besides Russ
That
don't count. He won a Super Bowl.
I could argue that.
Yeah.
But
he was blessed with a great
Dak
team.
is further along than these guys were. He is only ascending, and he actually has a coach now.
I agree.
It's really appalling.
Yeah, I don't really don't understand, and I don't want to say like you hate Dak. Some people do. Some people will say Dak sucks. Some people do, and those people I can't really talk football with. But the people who try to really break it down to me that Dak Prescott is not a good quarterback, I'm trying to figure out why do you think that? Why do you? I really am trying to figure that out. After 4 years, you think he's not a good quarterback? A not good quarterback doesn't do what he did the first 4 years. I'm sorry.
Not
Yes,
in the
sir.
NFL.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for the call, brother.
Look, guys, love y'all. Watch y'all every night. You have my 2-year-old daughter streaming donation 30 minutes ago.
I love it.
Donation.
Donation.
That's crazy.
I love it.
Y'all
That's
have a good
freaking
night.
awesome.
Thank you, man. You too.
I'm
You
gonna have
too,
to
man.
create a
Make
shirt
sure you
that say
take care.
donations.
Shout out to the donations. I haven't been
Oh
able
my
to get
gosh,
to all you guys
That is
in my
awesome.
feed, but thank you.
That is that right there. That makes
Yeah.
my whole night.
I bet it does, man. That's
The
pretty cool.
2-year-old daughter saying donation. That's hot.
That's pretty damn cool.
That's dope.
The chat's booming, man. The chat is booming. This is a great conversation. Of course, you know the Dak Prescott conversation is going to be.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You know,
It's just so crazy that, like, I mean, I'm sorry. I'm just taken aback that the hate that this man receives, and he's done everything positive with the organization. You know what I'm saying? It's frustrating to me that we've been wanting a quarterback that we've been clamoring when we had Romo, right?
Yep.
When we saw Romo getting towards later years and he was getting hurt all the time, what were we clamoring for? We're tired of getting these no-name backups that can't do anything. We want somebody that we feel good at. If Romo goes down, that can step in and do the thing. We have been wanting that. The Cowboys waited and finally got a quarterback that can do that. and he's done everything by the book this whole 4 years and has done nothing but be a winner, and yet you still want to say he's sucking, he's trash, and this and that. I'm sorry, man. You need to watch the football games because this ain't no emotions. You really just need to watch the football games. And it's so funny that people were like, dink and dunk Dak when he threw for like 32 or 3,800 yards. And what he does, comes out for throw for 5,000. And then what they want to find, oh, he was this against winning teams. They're always trying to find something because they ain't got nothing.
We had a question from Glenn. He says, who will be the play caller, Kellen or versus McCarthy? That already has been, you want to tell him, Law?
Yeah, it's going to be Kellen Moore.
Yep.
McCarthy is going to advise, though. And here's the thing. McCarthy looked back at this thing and said, okay, yes, I was the person that people were saying in Green Bay land that he was vanilla there, right? They were saying that he even said it. So I think that he looked at this thing, he assessed everything, and he said, okay, the young phenom, Kellen Moore, he's brilliant out there. He just needs to work on some red zone stuff. And I think that going into his second year as being an OC, I just think that the kid is going to be better. I think that Ezekiel Elliott is going to be better. I think that Tony Pollard, Dak Prescott, and beyond. This team is a whole lot different. We don't have Jason Witten out there, and I'm not trying to throw shade at Jason, but Big Game James, you play defense.
Hell yeah.
What you would do on a Jason Witten route? Tell me what you're going to say.
I'm sitting right there.
Sitting right on
that 5 yards, sitting right there waiting to hit your ass.
Right.
You ain't going nowhere else.
Ain't going nowhere.
And guess what? If Jason Garrett was still here, Jason Witten still would be the starting tight end, and that's pathetic.
How you doing, guys?
Jason Witten catch the ball, fall right the hell on down. What's up, caller?
Real talk.
State your name, where you from?
You know it's Eastside to go.
What up, Eastside?
What up, Eastside?
Eastside.
I love Eastside.
Oh, yeah.
Man,
I just
Make it quick, Eastside.
Don't you be talking long, Eastside.
Man, y'all got a real quarterback in there now. Andy Dalton,
man. Shut the hell up. Bye.
I have to commend y'all.
Get the hell off of here. Bye. Bye. Click. Hang up on us, Skywalker.
No. Keep him here. Hey, Eastside. How many?
I love Eastside. Hang up.
How many catches D-Hop gonna catch this year for the Texans?
Oh man, it don't matter.
How many sacks DJ Ritter gonna get? How many sacks DJ Ritter gonna get?
He's that good, brother. He's a Dan Marino, brother. You don't need those great receivers.
What? So if Randall Cobb don't put up the numbers he put up last year,
and y'all paying him $9 million.
Y'all paying him $9 million.
I love your owner. I love your GM. He terrible.
Eastside, man. Y'all hit up Eastside.
I appreciate
you,
man. When you got that guy at the trigger,
he terrible. You know Charles Barkley terrible.
Ho, Big Game James. You heard what he said?
What'd he say?
He said, when you got that guy at the trigger. Okay. Y'all record that, okay?
Oh, man.
Eastside, you know what the hell it is.
I'm just touching base with y'all. I know you're not gonna let me get off tonight.
Hell no.
The lines is off the chain.
Man. You know you can't handle that realness.
Who?
Eastside, you start. Let me get you out of here.
Don't you do it, Eastside. I'll be texting you after I get off here. Don't you do it.
You know what I wish, though? You know what I wish?
He gone. Hey, real quick, let me get to I'll Bring It, man, with the $10 donation. Thank you, sir, the super chat. He said,
$10 holla.
He said, are you worried about the way Stephen Jones is tight with the salary cap, that this could keep us from obtaining pieces to win it all, especially defensively? Can I get that right quick?
Go ahead.
This is a conversation we have often on my channel, Bring It, is that Stephen Jones is a love and hate relationship. You love him because he is responsible with the salary cap. You hate him because he's too responsible with the salary cap. So do I think it will stop us from winning a Super Bowl? It's hard to argue that, right? Because what they've been doing for the last 5 to 10 years hasn't worked to get to that level. But McCarthy is swaying him somewhat. He may not be pushing him over the limit to spend stupid bread, but this year we've spent more money. We spent more percentage of the cap with outside free agents than any year under Jason Garrett, I believe. Or maybe since 2013, I think it was. But we've spent more money this year than we've spent in a very long time on outside free agents. So he's still not all the way over the hump in the sense of I'm going to go out and pay for who was a big name free agent? Earl Thomas. But he is spending a little bit more, and he's bringing in a little bit more productive players in their careers, where we weren't doing that in years past. So I'm still here in the middle with Steven. I got to see it work. But I agree he still is tight.
Well, here's the thing with Steven. You know, we already know, and Jay Form and Big Game James, everybody that's in the chat that's been watching this team since the 90s, what have you. You already know that he was the guy that didn't want to pull the trigger on Deion Primetime Sanders, right? He was the guy that said, nah, let's not do this. And Jerry Wayne did it, you know. And then you fast forward. Here's to this play or remove this out of everybody's mind with the Tony Romo's contract. I don't think that Stephen Jones have the flex power like he have today when Jerry Wayne was trying to pay Tony Romo. You know, I think that that's the difference between the two. I think that Jerry is willing to pay people. I think that Jerry would not hold out with this type of situation. I think it's a combination of Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones of the way this team is looking like the way it is since the last, maybe 5 years, 6 years now, maybe 7. But I think that Stephen Jones is more stingy with his pocketbook, and Stephen Jones is the hard nose, the bully, the bad cop, and Jerry Jones is the good cop. Let me know if I'm wrong, Cowboy Nation.
I think I agree.
I'm all open to all suggestions.
No, I agree.
I mean, I agree. Good cop, bad cop.
All right, we got another caller on the line. What's up, man? State your name. Where you from?
How's it going?
Oh, hey.
My name is Teresa.
What's up,
nice.
Miss Teresa?
We got a lady on the line. Yes.
Hey, lady. I actually think
lady on the line.
I think you're a first lady caller. Seriously.
Yes, we love it.
Good. That is awesome. I've been trying for like 20 minutes to get through.
Sorry, it's only one line. That's all we got.
Take your time. We're going to give you a little bit more time than everybody else.
Well, I'm actually Law. I know that you are a member on one of our pages. I'm actually a moderator for the We Dem Boys page.
Oh, I'm always up in there.
Nice. I'm always sharing on that page. We Dem Boys. Nice.
Yeah. So big shout out to all of our moderators there. They're doing an amazing job.
Yes, they do.
Yes, definitely they do.
They do. They do a great job. I love those guys. But so I just kind of wanted to call in and let you guys know that, you know, over the past few months that I've been watching y'all's videos, I've been sharing them on the page.
Oh, wow.
Starting watch parties with all of our members. Unfortunately, we don't get as many watching as I would like, but we're getting there.
It's all good.
But I wanted to let y'all know that through y'all, I have learned so much just about the Cowboys organization in general.
Wow.
I always tell my husband he's like the football Rain Man because he's taught me so much over the years. I swear this man knows everything about the sport and every team and every college player coming in. It's ridiculous. He has so much knowledge, I can't fit it all in my brain. But I just kind of wanted to give you guys a huge shout out and just say thank you so much for everything that you guys do.
Wow.
I know y'all have a lot of fans that follow you guys, and I know a lot of us aren't as knowledgeable as others. So it's really cool for me to be able to kind of sit back and learn from your fans, learn from you guys, even learn from some of our fans in our page.
That's big.
It's really cool. I just wanted to, call and say thank you
Listen,
for that.
thank you. That was, I give you a round of applause.
Yeah, she got the big round of applause.
We appreciate the love. And we don't know everything either, but we try to, give our perspective as best we can and understand that not everyone listening, is as into every single detail of the sport as we may be or as others may be. So we try to not only break it down for those that are, into the details, but those that don't understand all the details and break it down as best way as possible. And to know that we reached, you guys and to that point means a lot to us, man.
Hell yes, especially the ladies in the house.
Thank you so much.
Well, I know there's several of us on the page, and I mean, like I said, I've been trying for 20 minutes to get there. I've been telling all of our moderators, call.
Call.
Yeah. So I don't know if any of them have tried to call and
Probably.
get through, but I know that
the phone lines,
I finally did, so I'm excited.
The phone lines are on fire tonight, and it's only one of me, so I can't answer all of them.
Hey, we appreciate you.
I believe it.
I appreciate it.
I'm going to really share the hell out of the Weekend Boys.
Yes, what's the question? And we'll answer off air.
Okay, so I know that I personally am very, very excited about Coach McCarthy coming in.
Mm-hmm.
What is one of the things that y'all want to see as far as like an improvement with him? Like, what's the biggest thing that you guys want to see coming from him?
I love that question. But we're going to answer that off air, all right?
Yeah, I got two of them right now.
Thank you.
As soon as she leaves,
appreciate the love.
Hey, no problem, guys. We'll talk to y'all later.
Yep.
Hey,
Peace.
take care.
Yeah. I
I
got
like that
two.
question.
I got two that I really want this team to improve on.
What's that?
And one will be preparation. And I ain't talking about H. I'm talking about preparation, game preparation. Number two.
Facebook, Michael.
Yeah, Facebook. Yeah, it was like looking for where We Them Boys at. It's on Facebook.
It's on Facebook.
I'm gonna do a hashtag We Them Boys. And the number two thing would be actual red zone efficiency. Red zone efficiency. Now I know you guys can run off with other things, but preparation, properly planned to play against your opposition or play against your opponent, and red zone, money zone, green zone. We got to become better than that. We got to feed the ball to Ezekiel Elliott. I want to see Michael Gallup high pointing the ball better, and I want to see us utilize Jarwin. Of course, Cooper's cool because we know he's going to get the double team, and know they're going to try to bracket coverage him. But I want to see those two things to improve on this particular team. Y'all can talk about special teams and field goals or whatever, but those are my two.
I don't give a hell about no special teams field goals right now. I'm talking about some damn aggressiveness. That's the improvement that I want to see.
That's a good
because for 10 years we've been conservative as shit. Excuse my
that's
language. I'm sorry I didn't mean to cuss like that, but that's just how I feel. I'm tired of us being sitting there and 6-7 yards off the ball when it's a 3-yard 3rd and 3 and we 6 yards off the ball and we playing same damn on defense where a quarterback can sit there like Mitch Trubisky, who they didn't even sit there and they declined his 5th-year option. He come in there and look like a world beater against us. That's the stuff I don't want to see no more. I want to see aggressiveness. I want to see 40 yards. I want to see 40 points. I want to see 35 points. I want to see explosiveness. I want to see attacking, attack. You ever watch them old medieval movies when they be like, attack, attack? That's what the hell I'm screaming over here. Attack, charge.
I'm going.
Yeah, pretty much hitting on all the points that I would want to say, but I'll say something else. But I want to touch on what Law said about preparation. To me, that's number one. And what he means by preparation is the week-to-week game planning against your opponent. That was so big to me because throughout the Garrett administration, we didn't really see that. All we saw under the Garrett administration, and I say it all the time. Well,
how you doing, guys?
We're going to do what we do, no matter if we're playing on the parking lot, in the moon, or on the field. We're going to go out and we're going to beat the man in front of us. No, that doesn't work all the time. When you run up against teams that can beat you in front of you, you have to learn to out-scheme them. And we didn't do that. And I want to see, as McCarthy's time off, if he can come in and do that week-to-week preparation. But if you listen to Steven, don't listen to Jerry. Listen to Steven. If you listen to Steven, he hinted at that. He said what he's getting from what he's getting from Mike McCarthy is a Bill Belichick feeling of week-to-week preparation, week-to-week game planning against your opponent. And he was talking about the defense. But to me, if they're doing it on defense, you know damn well they're doing it on offense.
Hey, Sky, Glenn Capers over here saying in-game adjustments.
Yes,
that's what I was just about. I was just about to say that, Skywalker. How you just said that, Skywalker, is just what we've been lacking. Remember how we talked about it when we were talking about our podcast earlier in the year, how we would talk about the game where it would be like, no matter what, we're sticking to what we are doing, not the in-game planning. Because remember we was talking about when we played New England Patriots, and the reason why the New England Patriots was so good is that they don't do it as the script. They do it by series. They switch it during the series. We were playing this defense, but you're doing this. Second. We're switching everything up, and we're going to this because we're prepared for it because we studied every single layer. So there's nothing that you're going to show us that we're going to sit there and be like, and that's the problem with the Garrett era.
I mean, look,
that when teams would come up with something crazy, we'd be like,
look at the Jets game.
And I got to use some objectivity for this right quick. And I'm not going to throw him all the way under the bus. He did make the adjustments for the Jason Garrett apologies as relates to the third quarter. Remember, we was like, we can't wait to get to the third quarter. Can't wait to get to the third quarter because it take him so long when he get punched in the mouth and they leave him with the raggedy tooth. He can't fix it until the third quarter. Now, that was the only thing that Jason Garrett was able to do. And that's
last year?
Well, not last year.
Maybe
last year we had some good third quarter numbers, though.
I was supposed to say maybe last year, and I don't even know if I attribute that to Jason Garrett changing anything. I don't think he changed much as anything.
You don't think he changed anything?
No, I think the quarterback got into a groove.
wow. Okay, yeah.
That's just my opinion. I mean, you can say it's wrong, but I just personally think your quarterback got into a groove, or your running back got into a groove. I don't think much of anything changed from quarter to quarter with Jason Garrett. I'm just how I feel about it. But because here's an example, the Jets game, your wide receiver goes out, right? And we continue to do the same. You're playing against if you didn't know this going into the game, you're playing against a very aggressive defensive coordinator that likes to blitz.
Every down, you're playing
then
against
your wide
Greg
receiver
freaking-
goes out, and you don't make any adjustments to do any screens, tunnel screens, quick passes to get the ball out. None of that against this sorry ass team. They weren't that sorry at the end, but at the time,
right.
And Dak got his ass beat the
got
hell
beat
up
down.
that
He
game.
didn't make any adjustments, man. So
True.
we got another call on the line. Sorry for that hold, man. What's your name and where you from?
Hey, you already know, Locks, man.
Locks, man.
What up, Locks?
He the coolest brother come in on the phone, man.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
You already know.
You already
Hey,
know.
shout out to Law Nation. Law Nation already know me. I'm on this page all the time.
Yeah, I do see you.
Big Game James. Big Game James. I be checking out Big Game James. I don't really be saying much on this page, but I be on your page, Big Game James.
I appreciate you,
I'ma bring
big
your page
dog.
A little bit more.
Get the hell on there on time.
Skywalker.
What's up, man?
Hey, Skywalker, the Mr. Production. Hey,
That's the young Jedi.
I like your production. I hope your production.
Thank you,
know
sir.
what I'm saying? The music, all that you be doing, I fuck with it. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that, man.
But I'm gonna make it quick and I'm gonna hang up. Andy Dalton. I like the signing. There's nothing like an experienced backup who's done been through the wars and the fights and whether or not we feel that he's a great quarterback or whatnot. His stats, his record, shows that he's a capable starter, and I believe a guy like him, he can be a good backup too.
Yes,
and,
absolutely.
My last question before I hang up. I want to ask y'all three guys, as far as Dak Prescott, what do y'all feel like he needs to do to take this team to another level and to actually reach the level that we want to see him
I love that question.
get to lead this team to a championship, whether it's accuracy, whether it's,
Love that question.
decision making, whether it's, late game, 2-minute warning, stuff like that. I just want y'all to tell me, what do y'all feel like he needs to work on to achieve the goal that everybody in the Dallas Nation wants? And hey, I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna hang up. I'm
Thank you,
in the
Locks.
chat, and I'll be listening. in.
Thanks,
All right,
Locks. Great call, man. Appreciate you as always.
I said a couple of streams ago of what
I
I
already
wanted
know
from
mine.
Dak Prescott,
great-
and these are the two things. I'm just gonna keep it to two. I ain't gonna say three. Back shoulder fade for Dak
That's good,
Prescott.
Lucky.
I really want Dak Prescott to get better with his back shoulder fades as it relates to red zone. I just want to see that ball come out of his hand with a soft touch to it. He did good with that pass during the training camp in Oxnard when it's at the 30 and the 40, but I want him to become a little bit better as it relates to when he's a little bit closer into the red zone opportunity. The second thing for Dak Prescott, to me personally, I love the fact that he goes through the progressions as well. I love the fact that he stepped up through his throws. Remember, those are the things that I wanted him to do last year, and he did that. His accuracy was a whole lot better, being confident in the pocket. I just want Dak Prescott to use some of those Mississippi State legs. We saw it against some of those inferior teams like the Washington Deadskins. The Washington Foreskins. I just can't say that correctly tonight. We saw him do it against those teams. I just want to see him utilize those Mississippi State legs a little bit more. But I guess in the back of his mind, he was sitting there like, man, I'm not getting paid for this,
Or he wasn't told to do it.
Wasn't told to do it.
What you got on the big game?
But that back shoulder fade is what I really want.
I only got one thing for Dak Prescott with me. When I did the film yesterday, I think the biggest thing that stands out to me, I just want Dak to be able to anticipate and trust himself on his throws. Because there was a lot of games where receivers were open and he missed them because he's waiting. I think people get frustrated with that because he doesn't throw with the anticipation. He waits.
He did that last year.
He did.
You know what? He did, but you got to go through some games. I showed it on the game last.
Well, he missed. Yeah, he missed some. I'm for sure. But on the anticipation of the throws he made, I thought was way better than the previous years. He wasn't doing that at all.
It was way better, but like I said,
but you want to see it go to the next level. You want to see it go to the surgeon level.
You're right. If we're talking about him being the Aaron Rodgers, the Drew Brees, to give into the upper echelon, those guys throw where we see when they throw the ball. We know when they get the ball, they're going to throw it, and we just feel like it's going to be there. When you see Drew Brees throw the ball, when you see Aaron Rodgers, you feel like it's going to be there. Brady, you feel like it's going to be there, right? That's where I want Dak to get to, where he's getting if he's getting flushed in the pocket and somebody's hitting him, he can just throw that ball and it's going to be there because he just trust himself that he gonna get that ball where it's at. And right now, I still sometimes feel like he was gun shy. I seen it in the Philadelphia game. I seen it in the Buffalo game. I seen it in the Detroit game where he just hesitated a little bit, a second or two longer. Yeah, I got the game. You can go to my
the game he threw for 400 yards and 4 touchdowns.
It doesn't matter if he threw for 400 yards. You still left a couple plays on there where you could have made some plays.
That's what I'm talking about. A little objectivity.
You can go check it out.
You know another thing, Big Game James, before you go into the other point?
That's it. That's the only point I got.
I just want to figure out a way if we can stop him from sweating. If they got some
when he sweats, I feel like he plays bad games.
Yeah, when he's sweating, I'm like, oh yeah, it's about
to be a bad game. If I see him sweating, I say he about to throw
take them sleeves off, man. Take them sleeves off, Dak.
He about to throw 3 picks.
For me, if we're talking about throwing wise, the thing I think he needs to get better at throwing wise is the crosser routes. He struggles with those with his consistency. Other than the crosser, I know you said the back shoulder. I would love to see him perfect that. That's a tough one, but I would love to see him do that. But I thought he took tremendous strides as a passer last year. I thought he was one of the better passers in the league. He was one of the most accurate passers in the league. I got tape where he stood in that pocket and threw that thing with them barreling down on him as well. I just think he was a very good passer. Could he be better? Absolutely. And if he gets better as a passer, y'all gonna have to, not y'all on the panel, but y'all in the chat and whoever else don't like him, y'all gonna have to start acknowledging this man as a passer. Nobody wants to do it, but if you watch the tape from last year, there was more games than there wasn't where he threw the ball really damn well. He did. He made plays. He made a ton of throws. You'd be like, what the hell? How did he make that? Vikings games to be specific. Some of the Detroit game as well. But I think what I want to see from Dak Prescott to take that next level is to go back to what he was doing his first 3 years in the game in the league, taking over the fourth quarter. If he can take over the fourth quarters, there's nothing that Dak Prescott really can't do in this league. If he can start taking over the fourth quarters again, the first 3 years he was aided, obviously, but he still made a lot of plays. But if he can take over the fourth quarter and go from being the 1-7 thing, and again, no game-winning drives last year, which is so weird because he was averaging like 4 a year. If he can get back to that, we're talking about I cannot put him up there with some of the best quarterbacks.
Scott, you said a good point, and this is a big reservation because I love West Coast offense, but we do know that West Coast offense consists of a lot of slants, a lot of drags, a lot of smokes. You see. And those are some of the passes that Dak Prescott, like you said, may have some challenges on.
That crosser and the drag is definitely the toughest one. The slant, he crushes the slant. The slant because you're throwing it to a spot, right? The crosser's tough because you got a man flying 100 miles an hour across your face and you got to get it out in front of him.
But if you really watch a lot of his deep balls, y'all, this is my opinion. When you see a lot of his deep balls, like I've seen when Michael Gallup was getting out, when I made the Michael Gallup video, Michael Gallup was getting out on these guys, and there was a lot of times where Michael Gallup had to jump up and make an acrobatic catch because the ball was underthrown. if Dak would have trusted himself, and when Gallup had beat his man right then and there, the greats, and I'm not saying
We're
Dak
talking about last
can't
year?
be great. Yes, I'm talking about last year. When your receiver makes this cut and hits off of that corner, you got to throw it. You got to trust yourself to throw it. He may hesitate a 1 second too long, and when he throws it, Michael Gallup has to stop for a few seconds to jump up in the air to make that catch instead of him catching it straight and running in
Every
front
You
of
talking about
quarterback
put a
does
little
that,
air, put a little air up under it.
Yeah.
Look, let me ask you this though. Can somebody re-jog my memory on this?
I mean, dog, go.
Did Michael Gallup ever lose a 50-50 ball as it relates to an interception? I know I'm not counting bat downs. I don't think he ever did.
I don't know,
huh?
but see, I think we have to put context on that. We I don't know if we want our quarterbacks to be perfect or not, but the year before
I'm not
that,
trying to have the quarterback perfect,
the
but
year
that's what
before
really
that,
happened.
Dak Prescott was not that great at those deep balls because he was overthrowing them. Did you realize what he did in the mechanical difference that he made in his throws with the keeping his back foot down, and that allowed him to be so accurate deep downfield. A lot of the times on balls that deep, you're not going to be able to lead them all the time for perfect touchdown pass. Sometimes you got to say, hey, man, I got a guy barreling down on me. I'm going to get it to where you can go up and go get it. And that's what he did with Michael Gallup more often than not, in my opinion. Did he make them all? Absolutely not. He's not going to make all those throws. And I would love to see him get – I mean, he was top. What was he? Top, well, he was the best. Matter of fact, he was the best deep ball thrower percentage-wise last year. So I don't know how much more better he's going to get. But, yes, I would love to see him make them all.
If you're catching the ball, if you're catching the ball, that's great. And like I said, I'm not saying he didn't improve.
He didn't give him no chance his rookie year. Remember them? Remember them throws?
I'm not saying he didn't.
Right.
But I did when I went through tape. I went through tape and I went through Dak Prescott tape, and he did. There was some throws where he's underthrowing the guys, and guys had to make the adjustments. And not saying this is his fourth year. I feel like with McCarthy, he can get better at that. That's why I'm excited. And that's what I'm more confident because I feel like if you did that improvement under Garrett, how much more better can you be under McCarthy? And that's what gives me excitement that he will be able to correct that and get it to where he can just trust himself and just let it rip. Because I'm telling you, I've seen it. There's sometimes where Dak Prescott will look at it and see it, and he'll hold it a second or two longer, and that hurts because that gives the defense or the cornerback a time to get up on you. Those seconds are critical when you're making deep throw balls.
Yeah, your good case in point would be that Green Bay Packers game. I think that Cooper beat his guy deep, and it was a crosser or deep deep post inside or what have you. Well, deep drag across the middle, and the ball was kind of like not right there because he kind of held it too long, and it was another pass where King, I believe.
I'm reading these comments.
No,
Somebody
I'm
said
talking
he
about
had poor touch on a deep ball.
No, he had decent touch.
He has good touch on a deep ball. He throws a great softball. I think he throws a catchable ball.
My thing is that pass, like when it went to Gallup and King kind of robbed him, and got the interception. It was a pass that was intercepted with Cobb against the Washington team, and that pass against the not the 49ers, the Saints to Cobb again. Those passes, those are type of West Coast offensive passes, those crossers, those drags across the middle or what have you. But go ahead.
Yeah, I agree. The drag is that's the one. If he can get that route down, it's going to be tough to defend this. I mean, even though the route isn't like it's horrendous. I mean, he does complete it. But there's times where a lot of his, if you look at some of the interceptions, it's not like they're not catchable balls. It's just that they're not perfect enough balls. They're not put out in front. They're kind of put slightly behind
They're
him.
laying their hands back behind them, and that hit off their pads or hit off their hands, and then the opponent can sit there because it's an easy interception when it hits off softly off the receiver's pads.
You play wide receiver, James. You would rather have the ball slightly ahead of you.
Yeah, because you don't want to do that, because if you're doing a slant pattern and that ball's coming behind you, you got to twist your body
on those
around.
drags. Yeah, but I agree with what Mike said. I ain't asking you to put the ball between the 88s on every goddamn play.
I totally understand that.
But damn it, don't put it behind me though.
Right, but we watch those games and we got to understand that you are, and I get it. But you're putting your receiver, if you're putting that ball behind him and he's going over the middle, he's going to get effed up.
How many times have you seen Dak get somebody effed up? I can tell you how many times I've seen Tony get somebody effed up. He had Des Bryant on a cross.
That Saints game, there was a couple times where he laid Randall Cobb when he had the one where it bounced off of him. He got smacked because that ball was behind him.
Yeah.
Well, I got caller that's been waiting. I'm so sorry, caller, but that was a good discussion there. We had to get that
Locks,
in.
man. Yeah.
What's up, man? Thank you for being patient.
Yo, what's up, man? My name is D. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona.
Ooh, Arizona.
I tell Law.
Yeah.
They want the fame. No, on the real though. I just want to know what you guys think about LVE.
Oh,
nice question.
Y'all
I
think
love
he's
it.
gonna come back okay, or
flavor.
you know?
well, we gonna find out.
Well,
I'm gonna go ahead and say
Go ahead.
this. I don't trust nobody. I do not trust nobody. I do not trust nobody until I see him out there on the field. I know that this is a sales job with Jerry Wayne and the whole staff. Until I see LVE with pads and training, hitting the sled or something doing like that, then I wouldn't trust it. I just think that the kid could be one hit away. And my guy Jay Form in the chat, you can just let me know whether or not I'm lying.
No, he said he ain't lying. I'm gonna just say it like this. You know, I had Patrick Walker on the show from CBS Sports, and he basically kept on banging and punching his head on the table and saying he had talked to too many other physicians that all didn't know each other, saying LV was okay. I'm worried still about the neck, but my thing is this. If they're talking about moving Jalen Smith outside of the Mike linebacker and putting LVE, then something has to be okay with his neck, because you're getting more pressure on your neck playing a Mike linebacker, the middle, than playing a strong size Sam linebacker. That's going to be worse for you. So if they do that, I think that the neck is okay.
Sorry, we got him out. I ended up hanging up on him.
Sorry about that.
But I'm on wait and see approach. But like when Patrick said that he thinks he's fine, then I take it. He said he got good authority that LVE is good to go. We'll see. You know, I mean, it's neck injury, right?
So you feel like, would you like 55%?
On a scale
I'm
from
always
1 to
worried
10.
about a neck. I don't care. You can say you're 100% okay. It's a neck.
It's a neck.
My son played. You know what I'm saying? And every game he played, the only thing I was worried about was a neck injury.
Yeah, I lost my brother and I didn't lose him, but he's in a vegetation, like, you know what I mean, he's like kind of vegetables, what they call them, to a spinal injury in high school football. I had to get flew off from a helicopter due to a neck injury. So that is the scariest thing about football.
It's real, man. It's real.
It's the scariest thing about football.
And
Shout out.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Skywalker.
No, go ahead, because I want to read one of the comments here.
Oh, I was just gonna say, it's just real because, I mean, haven't you guys watched some of these games where you see some of these hits from these guys and you're like, damn, how did he get up?
Yeah, hell yeah.
You see him like hit their neck, you're like, whoa, how did the hell did he just got up?
Don Beebe. It was a Don Beebe who did that little flip, landed on top of his head. He was like, how did he?
My dog DM over here on the YouTube page, he made a super chat and he want to know.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to read.
Are we reading the super chats tonight? Yeah, we're gonna get with you, D. Let me see.
That's the one I'm trying to grab. Chris Woods with the $14.99. Thank you, my brother. He's one of my members on the channel. Appreciate that. He says Dak is a good quarterback that we are very lucky to have. To all the fans that want a shiny new QB, blame Jason Garrett for 10 years of 8-8, keeping us away from drafting a quarterback. Kind of true. We got to steal with Dak. You dig? Absolutely. I mean,
we
if
did.
you don't
We
think
$5 right there.
We can't really blame Jason Garrett though for them 10 years. Can't we really blame Jerry Jones? Because he's the one that kept him. He didn't have to keep him.
Yeah, you're right. That's good point.
Don't blame Jason Garrett. Blame Jerry Jones because he could have fired him and got somebody else earlier.
That's a good point. What about what, you got yours, Law?
Yeah, I got it right here, D. DM. He says it seems the Mike Nolan's first priority coming in the door was to undo everything Marinelli did. What do you think they would do with a Taysom Hill or Tristan Hill? So basically, what he said is, what do you guys think that this particular defensive staff would do with Tristan Hill?
Tristan Hill better step it up because Neville Gallimore is in the building.
He's
and y'all,
chomping at the bit.
Hey, y'all, I'm gonna keep this 100, man.
Keep it a buck or a beam.
Yeah. Neville Gallimore
trouble.
Neville Gallimore comes in way more polished than Tristan Hill.
Tristan Hill in trouble.
So Tristan right now is what 1, 2, 3. If you count Antoine Woods, to me, he's fighting to be the 4th defensive tackle And I will only put him above Neville because he has a year in the league. But other than that, man, this Gallimore kid, man, he got some John Randall in him, fam.
Dog, when I heard him in his 2 interviews, that's all I need to hear. I watched the tape. We watched the tape, Law, when we watched his damn Senior Bowl, how he was wrecking shop at that Senior Bowl. You get what I'm saying? And when I listened to him in his interviews, how he was like, let's get it. I'm ready. I'm ready. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, I met Tristan Hill last year. He was not that type of person like Gallimore is. You get what I'm saying? They're totally 2 different people. Tristan Hill is more of, I'm chilling, I'm happy-go-lucky, everything's fun. I'm not hating. That's just the personality I saw. When I saw Gallimore, I saw I'm aggressive. I don't give a hell. You can play around with your spot. I'm gonna take it. That's what I feel. Tristan Hill has the ability, but if he don't have the mindset this year,
he
might be a wrap.
I'm be honest with you. I'd try to trade him, but
he trade him because he got value.
I'd try to trade him. We got a call on the line, man. What's up? State your name. Where you from?
Clay Cup, South Texas.
South Texas in the building. What's up?
What's up, guys? I'm sure you guys are also tired of the Dak stuff and contract. Yeah.
No.
Yes.
I am.
Let's change topic. You know what? I'm with you, Sky. I've been rooting for the Cowboys to pick up Jamal Adams and stuff like that, free agent.
Hell yes.
But I was thinking, man. I guess we all agree that scoring is not going to be an issue, correct?
Absolutely. I think we're
going to have a high-powered offense, correct?
I believe so.
Okay. So I was all year, man. I want a box safety. I want something, a dog in the middle, and I don't think we need one, man. I think we're good with the other teams are going to try to pass because they're going to be behind.
You've been listening to the show, haven't you?
Yeah, of course, man.
You've been listening. So what was we talking about the other night? We were talking about how we both wanted Jamal Adams, right? But look at the guys they're bringing in. They're cover safeties. It's
correct, man.
It's looking like they don't really care for the traditional box safety because they're going to play this aggressive style of cornerback, right?
Aggressive.
And they want some guys in the back to cover.
Yeah. I'm a big box safety guy, but the way our offense is stacked, man, and with all those, getting CeeDee Lamb and all those, Pollard, Jarwin, scoring is not going to be an issue. So getting our corners with bump and run and press, we need those two high safeties. So I don't think we need a Jamal Adams this year or any big name safety.
You on to something because you're on to something.
Yeah.
You there?
Yeah. Just your thoughts on that, man.
All right, man. We'll address that a little bit more off air, okay?
Thank you.
Thanks, man. Thanks for calling in.
Shout out Jimmy Fields for the Cash App $5 holla.
Shout out Jimmy.
Cash App King.
Yeah, Appreciate you, Jimmy.
So we talked about this before, and again, I would love Jamal. If they go get him, I'll be happy. But it really feels like they're not valuing the strong safety part of it. And he brought up a different side of it than I did. I said cornerback. I said, they want cover safeties due to the fact that we're going to play aggressive type of style of corner. But he's saying that we're going to score a lot, so teams aren't really going to be running the ball too much. They're going to try to throw.
And he ain't lying because remember, what did Mike McCarthy say? He said we're going to score a lot of points, but we got to just be able to stop some people on that defense with that front four. So I feel like it's going to be a situation where we're going to be super aggressive on offense and we're going to attack the hell out of you on defense, and we're going to take our chances. Because think about it, we always got conservative on defense. We didn't want to give up the lead, or we got the lead, and I don't think they're going to be doing that. I think they're going to come out with that aggressive defense that we won, and they're going to take chances. Because at the end of the day, one of the reasons why the Cowboys don't get turnovers is because you're conservative. And when you coach a conservative type defense, you don't get turnovers. Guess what? When you play a press type defense, and when you play a blitzing type defense, you're going to force it. Guess what? You will give up plays, but you will get turnovers because that is going to happen no matter what. When you are aggressive, you're going to get turnovers. That is the law of the land.
Yeah, I love that name. Just for objectivity for you all, because I know whenever somebody get released, we always got to bring them up. We got to use it as a filler, what have you.
Who we talking about?
Malik Hooker.
Well, he's on the trade block.
I thought they released him. Did they release him?
I thought they
Y'all
just declined his
educate the
fifth
nation.
year.
They just declined it.
Oh, they declined his fifth year. So what about old Malik? That's
I
what
like Malik.
I mean, but I'll say this for what? Why?
Because I love the Donovan Wilson. I can't wait to see that brother. Remember, he was in handcuffs all last year, and the moment they put him out there, it was just for like a freak play. And Driscoll threw the ball all the way down the field, and everybody said, "See,
Skywalker said something about him, and he got
about
who? Donovan in that damn Detroit game.
Oh yeah, I showed one play.
He caught that flack on that one. Leave Donovan alone.
They was ready to snap, man. I made that play.
Leave Donovan alone. What you talking about him? It was only one play.
I was like, damn, I just showed you that. He young. Got time.
One play.
Yeah. Shout out to Karen for making a donation.
No sir.
Yeah, I ain't scared of y'all.
Toby said, "Is Cheeto moving to strong safety?" Probably.
I want safety.
I want
safety. Let's just say safety, right?
We're just gonna say safety. I think they're gonna. I think what they're gonna do this year is they're gonna put him in experimental positions to see how he looks at it. Because I feel like they feel like, you know what, you're not our future at corner, but safety. Let's see what you can do. And if you can do something at safety, we'll keep you. I feel like that's what they're thinking of.
Yeah, we got a call on the line. Then I'm gonna address this from Blue Hundis. Gotta address that. What's up? Caller, state your name. Where you from?
This is Rebecca. I'm from Virginia.
What's up, Rebecca? We got two ladies calling in.
Two ladies in the house.
It's a record.
I love it. This is a record.
Hey,
what's up, Miss Rebecca?
I wanted to give y'all a shout out and telling y'all I love y'all show.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Also want to give out a shout out to my page. I'm a moderator for We Them Boys.
Oh, We Them Boys.
Nice.
Two ladies in We Them Boys.
I like
Shout out
that.
to y'all. I'm always up in there.
And I wanted to see what y'all's expectations were for CeeDee for the Cowboys.
All right, we'll answer that off air.
Yes, indeed.
Or offline. I should
It's
say.
amazing. It's amazing.
Thank you for the call. Thank you for the support.
Shout out to you, Rebecca. It's
All right,
amazing.
thank
We
y'all.
went. Appreciate you. Appreciate it. And shout out to We Them Boys, man. Y'all
We
continue
Them Boys
to
got it
support We
rocking.
Them
I'll make
Boys
sure I'm
on
sharing all
Facebook.
kind of stuff on We
Yeah,
Them
I'm always
Boys.
Hold up. We Them Boys. It was 2 hours. We've been live for 2 hours, and we have not brought up the young
big game
phenom, the
saver. Ain't
17th
gonna be long.
overall. Yeah, we've been going for 2 hours straight. No commercial breaks, right? Just straight. You know, so y'all got to really appreciate the information that we putting out here.
The information for the nation.
Information for the nation with no deviations or hesitations. And we got the chance to talk about this guy, CeeDee Lamb. This is our first time talking about him tonight. I think that our expectation for him is to come into this system and just see if he can match what Cobb did. And I think that with CeeDee Lamb catching ability, I'm not saying that he will be a day one person that's going to be better than Cobb, but I think the way he played, 30 to 40% of his snaps in college in the slot, I think that he can fill in those shoes. And I think that he would do serviceable job of what Cobb did last year.
Oh yeah, I think CeeDee Lamb could exceed what he did last year if he gets those same opportunities. I don't know if he'll get those same opportunities because I think Mike McCarthy is going to probably give Tony Pollard a little bit more looks, probably give Blake Jarwin a little bit more looks. So some of those targets will go elsewhere. But I think CeeDee Lamb will be super efficient. So his expectations for me, I'll throw numbers.
You get those
I
numbers.
got
numbers?
I got numbers.
Y'all two going numbers with it?
I know I didn't want to.
I got numbers ready.
Got some fun
Go
with it.
ahead.
I got numbers.
I'm gonna say
numbers.
I'm gonna say 45 receptions, right? About 750 yards, about 5 touchdowns. I think that's a fair rookie season, given what he has around him and where we're gonna go with it. And that's on the low end.
What did DK and AJ did last year?
DK had a 1,000-yard season. Okay. Now, if I'm gonna go on the high end, I think he'll be at the very least where Cobb was. But I'm gonna speak on the low end because I think Blake Jarwin, Tony Pollard, right? I'm gonna be fair, but I think he'll be more efficient than Cobb.
Wow. James.
Got a number for us?
Oh, 48 catches, 852 yards, 7 touchdowns.
That's good.
And
That's about Cobb numbers.
And I'm going to say about
7 touchdowns.
17.5 receptions.
Or reception. 17 yards per reception.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's pretty. That's
good.
So you think mine was too high? I was 45, 7, hundo, and 5. I thought
Yours
that
was good. I think he's going to be in that
fair.
good 40. I think he's going to be a solid 40 catch range.
I agree.
At 45, yeah. Well, Skywalker, that 45 to 50, you think, Skywalker?
I think it could be more.
Lowest
What did
end.
Cobb have? What did Cobb have, y'all?
Cobb had 55.
So I said 45.
55
so yeah,
for 836. And remember, he had a couple touchdowns taken back.
Right, and yards. Cobb should have had 1,000 yards.
So he should have had 1,000.
My dog Jim Law saying he putting out 14 touchdowns.
No, that shit ain't happening. But if that happens, that's
I
dope.
wish.
But I don't see that happening.
I wanted to touch on this. I hate to bring this back.
Bring it back.
Blue
Bring that
Hundis-
beat back.
Blue Hundis said it was about the Jets game. He said, "How you let what's the dude Mono? What's the Mono quarterback?
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold. He said, "How you let Sam Darnold outplay you?" And then something about him coming back in the fourth in the second half of the year. First of all, if you gave the Dallas Cowboys Greg Williams defense that day, I guarantee you Sam Darnold would have looked like trash. If you would have gave Sam Darnold got hit as much as Dak Prescott got hit without his number one wide receiver, his right tackle, his left tackle,
And Michael Gallup dropping all them damn passes that game.
But Gallup was coming off of what? Guess what?
The knee injury
situation. And it sounds like, man, we making all of the excuses in the world. But that one
it's called
deep
reason.
Within reason justification for
Listen,
the nation. That Roby Anderson touchdown bomb. That was the one play that my dog Cheeto Woozy, remember, they played single high safety and it was on the Jet side of the field, and they was pinned inside of their goal line or what have you. We played
Andrew.
single high safety. Cheeto, he tried to give him the bump action, right? He missed. What coach say? If you're gonna be aggressive, James, don't miss. Don't miss.
Listen,
And the
y'all
safety over the top didn't come
know
over.
good and damn well. I made a post on that Twitter. I said, don't lose to these damn Jets. I made the freaking post before we played them. I said, don't lose to these dudes because guess what? They're waiting to beat us. Because I had the feeling. Y'all had the feeling like I had the feeling. We all had the feeling. We all had the feeling going to New York. We're going to lose that game.
Somebody got COVID in here.
What happened?
That's just the real.
Just reading it.
We know how Jason Garrett does, don't we not? We
he
know when
always
we play
played
these
down-
sorry
played
butt
down to
teams,
the level of
we
competition.
knew that whenever we play sorry butt teams, we were going to lose.
Mm-hmm. We played down.
It's so
to the
crazy.
level of competition.
He said that as if Dak was playing against Sam Darnold. He wasn't playing Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold was playing that sorry ass Cowboys defense on that day. That's what
we
Sam
just-
Darnold was doing.
It's just we just knew under Garrett what was going to happen. Whenever we played a sorry ass
Jets got
squad,
Bryce.
we knew they were going to play us
Bryce.
hard as hell. We were going to barely beat them by 3 points
Bryce
in the
Hall.
fourth quarter. It was just so damn. It was sad that you knew the script before the game was played. That is sad.
Yeah. We got a call on the line, man. Thanks for holding. What's up?
Oh man.
Last
up,
one.
guys?
Well, last one of the night, man. Congratulations.
Thank you, Skywalker.
Let's go. I forgot my original question. Y'all were talking for so long. Nah,
Sorry.
man.
That's what we do.
No,
Nice one. That's a good one.
Good one. That's a good one.
Good one.
With what Skywalker just said about the whole Jets thing, I think that all the time. When I was a kid, they would say Tom Brady versus Peyton Manning tonight. I'm like,
Yeah,
they're
right.
not playing each other. They're playing the other defense. So I thought the same thing after the Jets game. Yeah, we played a good defense. Like you said, Greg Williams, they happened to call a great game that day. And besides that, now I remember my original question.
There we go.
Why do you guys think the media, they're talking so much about the Packers picking Jordan Love, and they're not saying a single thing about the Eagles picking, what's his name?
Oh, we don't.
You know what I mean? They're not saying a single
They
thing.
spinning that shit.
Because
And-
it's Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, exactly. To me, that shows
they don't have confidence in Carson Wentz. But when it's the guy who was picked 20 picks before him,
damn,
it shows that they don't trust Aaron Rodgers at all, who's one of the greatest in our game. I just wanted to know what y'all think about that.
Listen, man, you know what's so funny, dog? The Packers drafted that first round quarterback. The Eagles drafted the second round quarterback. The Cowboys signed a 32-year-old backup for $3 million, and all hell breaks loose. And all of a sudden, he's here to take what? They want to spin Jalen Hurts. They want to spin Jalen Hurts is the new Taysom Hill on steroids. Get the hell out of here, dog.
And then,
Project.
I'm sorry for yelling, y'all, but that's just whack.
How's
The
it
media is
going,
whack.
guys? I just signed Cooper Rush, and the Cowboys are mad.
Got me
I got
riled
my
up.
illegitimate son.
Here's what I tell you, brother.
Yeah.
Don't pay attention to to those networks in regards to real news. That's all I'm saying.
Hey,
Like Trump says, fake
Keep doing
news.
what you do.
Appreciate
Love
you.
it.
Appreciate you, man. Great call.
Man, that was a good call. I
Have a
never
good night, brother.
thought of that until now.
You too, man.
I literally never thought about that.
Me neither,
until
till
you
you said
said it and put it in those confines.
My boy
Scott.
Will be talking about that all the time on Twitter. Nobody wants to talk about it. We signed a backup 32-year-old quarterback, 0-4 in the playoffs, 1 touchdown, 6 interceptions,
Trash in the playoffs.
55% completion percentage in the playoffs, 6-15 in primetime games. Oh, the Cowboys play primetime all the damn time. And y'all want to tell me, Dan Orvlouse shit wants to tell me that Andy Dalton is putting pressure on Dak Prescott.
He's gonna come in and win
But
9,
Jalen
10
Hurts,
games.
drafted in the second round. Jordan Love, drafted in the first round means nothing. They're going to use the cat as a wild cat. What do you call it? What do they call it? Taysom Hill on steroids.
And like I said,
pay
that makes me
attention to
feel
them, man.
good about
Don't pay
Aaron
attention to
Rodgers, and we can stop the hate on McCarthy, how they say, oh, he got stale and this and that. Because guess what? When Aaron Rodgers, when he left, McCarthy left, oh, this was the best year, most funnest year I ever had. And guess what? Your coach went and drafted a quarterback saying, F you.
Hey, man, I was speaking too much truth at the end of this thing. And on top of that, man, I was looking at it from the angle of Stephen A. Smith and Shay Sharp. They was dogging Dak Prescott all last year. And now all of a sudden they saying, hey, pay Dak, because of this. I said, man, how about that? You know, where were they all last year? Now all of a sudden they the biggest cheerleaders for Dak Prescott.
It's whatever sells for those networks, dog.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they
always know Dallas is the hot news. Dallas or New England
And
or Brady.
you know
over
what
at
sells.
Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
They know what sells.
I want
Cowboys
Mason
always going to
Royal.
be because
That's
you
what
love to
sells.
hate them. Like Michael Irvin said a couple years ago. He said you either going to love them or hate them, but you're going to tune in and turn in because that's why they're America's team. Period.
The
playmaker got me riled up to end the night, man.
The way he said it makes you want to jump out the freaking building.
Look, man,
something else, man.
The chat just kept growing, even almost 1 o'clock in the morning over here on the East Coast.
Y'all
they
never
still
go
coming
sleep,
in,
man.
Yeah, 800 some people up in this thing.
Oh, about 900, 950.
900,
Wow,
950.
900. Damn, I
Yeah.
love it.
Y'all in this
That
thing,
must
man.
be
Appreciate
on
y'all.
California time.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. It's only about
They
9
on West
o'clock over
Coast
9:30.
We tired as shit over here. Y'all
On the
on
East
West
Coast,
Coast
almost
time.
what?
East Coast, we tired as hell. They like West Coast. Let's get going. Another couple hours. Let's go.
Hey, anybody that's hopping in this feed, man, that, you know, make sure you give us a nice little thumbs up here. That helps every channel. And if you haven't subscribed to our channels, definitely hop in that thing and subscribe. And
donate right now before we get out of here. Give me can somebody give us all a $10 holler before we leave? Each one of us just a $10 holler. Somebody give us this a $10 holler for each one of us before we walk out of here. Give it to us within 5 minutes.
Thou shall decree a thing, and it shall be established.
David James said, man, he said I'm late.
Shall decree a thing.
Hey, David, shout out to you, man. One of our good supporters. He said, I'm late. We fitting to be out, player. We just had a bomb 2-hour show.
Donation. He putting the gun to the man head.
Hey, James.
I'm sorry.
Get your damn act together.
I'm sorry.
Cali time. Texas over here. Toby set up East Coast. So Toby rocking out with us.
Yeah.
He rocking out with us.
Hey,
we get some fire
my
emojis
guy
up
over
in here.
here, Murray, says he's in Alaska, and it's 8:30 right now.
Oh, they 4 hours over there. Robin Salazar with the $4.99 said Dak holds the ball too long, misses receivers on the move. I would like to see him play.
I'm done.
Hold on. I would like to see him play fast, like a Jim Kelly, building confidence with offense every chance. I mean, that's fair. It's kind of talking about what you said, James. He holds the ball a little bit tick too long sometimes.
Yeah.
And we all agree that on the move, I think on the move on the crossers, I think on those slants, on the post, the deep post, any deep balls and mediocre balls, in the medium balls, I think he's fine. It's the short shallows and the short crossers that he has a problem with.
Yeah.
So I had to read this.
Dre Day dropped $9.99 for your mind.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Where we? I know somebody. That's what I'm talking about. They listened over there. We need it over here in Skywalker, Big Game James. A $9.99, a $10 holla. Let's do it and end it like that.
Thou should decree a thing.
I will decree it.
Established.
So let it be written. So let it be done.
Things as if though, you know.
So let it be written. So let it be
yes,
done.
indeed, man.
Amen.
Hey, don't y'all be leaving for the benediction now. Hey, y'all know where to go follow my page and find my information.
Spell it
That's
out.
No, spell it. No, give
LAW
them all of. Give all of them.
Nation. Give them all of them. Give them enough time. Okay, I can ruminate just a little bit. Find me at Facebook, MySpace, Black Planet, Black People Meets,
Farmers Only.
Yes.
He said black people meets.
Daily Motion. John Jones dropped $20 and Karen dropped $10 over here.
Look at that. I
really
love it.
appreciate
John Jones, get your
Shout
over
out to
here.
Karen and John Jones, the $20 and the $10.
Oh, if you guys got
Thanks, Jessica.
Roku TV, find LAW Nation TV and
Prime
as well
Music
as
Collection.
Fire Stick TV. Follow me there on Twitter and then also on Periscope. Shout out to those that's listening in over there.
I love our
really
chat.
Appreciate you all. Thank you all. And I'm on Twitter too, LAW Nation.
You're on every.
I got 2
you
YouTube
everywhere.
pages.
Well, look.
And shout out to Pookie and Ray Ray and Blake
Yo.
A. Shout out to your locks, man. And
Dre Day with the
shout out to you.
$10.
Yeah.
Dre Day with the $9.99 holla. That's what I'm talking about.
Shout
Did he
out
give
to
it to
the
you?
chat, fam.
Did you get one, Skywalker, yet?
I got the $4.99 from Robin. Appreciate
Okay,
that.
well, you need another $4.99.
I just gotta give a shout out right quick to the chat, man, because I watch these.
Hey, hoes. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, man. You got it's a 10. It's
I'm
a
sorry.
it's a $9.99 from y'all asking for Dak money now.
Oh, if somebody got 35 mil or 40 mil, then I'm just gonna do this.
The Go Tex.
I'm just gonna be like,
I'm
Lord
good with y'all. Look, the 4 to 5 to 10, whatever, man. Anything y'all, I'm happy and appreciative, and I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Hey,
very
I love
much.
y'all with them hollers.
But if y'all got the $35 million,
hey, you know
You
YouTube
said the
say-
$35 million holler. You do, hey, we done. He's shutting down the show. Ain't no more YouTube. Skywalker
shut down
done.
the dog.
If you got a $35 million holler, you still gonna do YouTube?
I'm
Man,
out.
I'm still gonna do YouTube.
No, I'm still do
trying to
YouTube,
buy
but I'm
people.
out tonight.
Dedicated.
I'm reaching out to Jerry Wayne. I'm trying to buy.
Y'all
people to
dedicated. Hey, YouTube shut down. I'm moving them hollers
If I
somewhere
see
else.
a $35 million holiday in there, if we in the middle of talking, thank you very much. I appreciate you guys for doing this. Thank you for calling in. I'm out of here, man.
Hey, YouTube. You know YouTube take 30%.
YouTube 30%. They like holla.
You'll see us on YouTube Meets or something. They'll start a
YouTube
whole new
like,
channel
I want me some
station.
glory. Yeah, he want all of it. Man, y'all silly.
Y'all
But
crazy,
no,
man.
what I'm saying is the chat, low key, they be throwing some zingers up in there, man. They was running on me earlier. Somebody said I had a Boosie cut. They said I had the
Hey, they got
Y'all-
jokes.
y'all
That's
got
why I
jokes
don't
up in
say
the chat. I
that.
love the
Because they be
chat,
killing
man.
me with the Dave Chappelle. I just leave them alone. They go
Man,
hard.
they
on
say
me
I
with
look
Dave
like
Chappelle.
somebody, but man, I keep.
You already know who the
name.
hell you look like, but they say I look like Dave Chappelle.
Thank you, Daryl.
Hey, no lie. I was at the airport, man, a couple of months ago.
My
and
boy
somebody
Joshua with
walked
the
up to me
$4.99.
and said, "Man, this got to be James Harden." This beautiful lady walked up to me and told my wife, "Hey, can you take this picture?" And my wife looked at her like, "Whoa, wait a minute, hold on, now." y'all, I'm
Listen.
not James Harden, and I'm definitely not Denzel Washington, son.
No, you're not Denzel.
You better
I
than me,
give you
fam.
James Harden, but you look nothing like Denzel.
I-
And anybody said that, they're a
I'll be
freaking liar.
You
Dog,
talking
you-
about his son?
I
you
got
know,
an
his
idea
son
for
off
you.
of- Off a
Law.
baller or something.
Law.
You know, talk to me.
Buy James Harden jersey, fam. Go once
and
the
get money. You can
COVID's
go
over.
sign fake autographs and get money.
No, I don't even do that. Just once the COVID's over, go to like the Walmart or Target and just make a video and see how many people roll up on you thinking you James Harden.
Right.
Viral.
And shoot jump shots. Just have a yeah.
Viral. Shout out to my man Joshua. He said, "I got you, bro. $4.99. Holla, send off right." Yes, sir.
There you go.
And then we got a new member. TX Bread Cowboys 83. Welcome to the Guardian membership.
Oh, that's my
Playboy.
people.
Guardian.
Appreciate you, man. That's the. If people don't know, I like Marvel, man. So I got the Defenders, Avengers, and Guardian. If you know what those are. So
Shout out
appreciate
to
you,
you,
TX
TX.
Bread. Texas Bread, man. Appreciate you.
See, I like our peoples because they subscribe to all. And you know what? I'm gonna give an extra special shout out to Jason Stevens, who was hating the whole feed and gave him $1.99 holla. I love people like that. I love you,
Appreciate it.
Jason. Shout out to you, big dog.
Savage
I love the back and forth because ain't no hate. It's all my
love,
opinion,
man.
your opinion. It's all love. So I
Hold on.
appreciate you, big dog. Make sure you stay up in this feed when we come alive again.
Hold up, they still throwing something here. My man said Law looked like Michael Jenkins with a fade.
You probably I can find.
We're going to get a segment. We're going to get a
agree
segment.
with the Michael
segment.
Jackson. I kind of agree with the Michael Jenkins a little bit because that damn beard is thick like Michael Jenkins. His shit is thick.
Slock said, "Well, my stimulus check hit. I got you."
Hey, Cowboys Marty said payment decline.
Did he try to send a $35 million holla? Try to send a $35 million holla. Declined.
Shout out to Eastside Harold, man. He said, look at all of these delusional fan bases.
You still up in here, you down low fan?
Shout out to Eastside, though.
I love Eastside. He
I
down
love we
low.
have
though.
fun on the way out, man. We're going to have to make a
Yes,
segment about that, man. I want to hear some of y'all jokes on the way out going forward.
The jokes on the way out, yeah.
They got jokey jokes in there, man.
Crown.
I'm just glad y'all up off the light skin thing. Y'all was killing me for the first few weeks
Hey,
about
you
that.
a light
damn
bright.
shit.
Like I say, ain't nothing wrong being a light bright. I got 2 light brights.
Nah, go get back on James Harden and Malcolm Jenkins over there.
Come on,
I'm cool with that.
He said, leave the light bright
He handle
alone.
it.
Light bright.
I'm gonna leave both of y'all get that beard gang up, so I won't be all.
That ain't happening.
That could never
I've
ever
been
happen
trying to
over
grow
here.
a beard for years, fam. Ain't happening, bro.
Bruh.
Happening.
I've been
Shout out to
trying
Brian Bradford.
You know how long it took it to grow this tea?
Shout out to Brian Bradford with the $10 donation. He said, "Where's the collection plate so I can get my change out?"
Hey, Skywalker gonna send you a donation.
What did they say on that movie? What she say?
What you say?
When she talking about the collection plate? Oh, what did she say, fam?
I don't know, dog.
Yeah,
but
Robin,
you better
man,
get
I'm
it
trying
right
to
or
keep
that
it,
or it's
Robin.
gonna fall.
But shout out again to John Jones for dropping $20, though.
John Jones going over there nutty. He dropped a $100 holler. What up, John?
Robin
John
said Sky
Jones.
going bald and Law got waves in the beard.
Wow.
Fam, I'm
Oh, they
keeping
ain't
this
playing
thing until I
around.
look like, what's his name? Moving on up.
Man, no.
Oh, he said, wow. You gonna
You already know it, man. I'm holding on. I'm holding on.
He helped Joshua fit the Battle of Jericho. He helped Gilligan get off the island.
I got them.
Randy
them crazy
Watson,
graves, but you
yes.
can't sing them. I like
Huh?
it.
Randy
I got them crazy graves, but that's good.
What is
All right,
that?
man,
You got
we
grades?
done
I got
turned into a
grades.
Comedy Central over here, y'all. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Y'all came here for Cowboys football, but y'all know how we do. We like to have fun
right.
with it.
Yeah.
We like to have fun with it.
I'm trying to think. Should I keep the grays or should I make it dark? Should I get
Keep
that?
the grades.
Gotta
Man. I
ask
can't
who
wait
that
till I
is.
The
get
gray
that
gives you
stuff
that.
nice.
It gives you that look, right?
Yeah, get this
The grays gives you the look, right?
I can't wait till I start looking like Ed Reed.
Yo, they
around
really
this
go
mug.
ham.
Oh
Y'all
no,
see
I don't want
Ed
to look like
Reed?
no Ed Reed. He look bad.
Hey, Law, you know. Law.
I can't wait
He
till
look
the Ed
old as
Reed
hell
come
with
around.
that damn beard.
Hey, Law, you know, I know he do. You know, remember how you thought these lockers was real?
Right.
The boy, who was it? Neil. Neil said the Skywalker sitting in the 8th grade locker room.
You know what? That's a good one because
Y'all
you
get
know
the
when
hell
you
on up outta
first
here.
when you
Go
first
get-
came on with that, I was like, damn, that do look like a high school
Dog, I
locker
did not
room.
buy no goddamn locker, fam. It's a backdrop.
It looked like a high school locker room, though.
Did you
He ain't
squeeze
lying.
the kid
He ain't
inside?
lying.
You ain't lying. That's the
You
one
ain't
you
lying.
squeeze
Look,
the
man,
kid
look.
inside.
It's just a backdrop, you know. Try to make it
It's a
look
good
nice.
backdrop, though. It's good.
Try to make it look nice, man. Oh, they coming with the jokes. Yo, this is how we got to end the rest of the show. They are coming.
They ready. Yeah, they ready. Look,
they was waiting.
They've been waiting for jokes. They was waiting for an hour. Like, we ready to get jokes off. All right, y'all, bye. Go to bed.
You got to learn to laugh at
go
yourself.
To bed.
The people on the Facebook link, Big Game James and Sky, they want to know y'all donation link.
Okay.
Y'all got to drop it. You got Sky, you got to drop it.
Don't play with.
Are you talking about the Cash App?
Yeah.
Are you talking about Cash App? Because I'm gonna tell y'all right now, don't ask for Cash App and you don't Cash App. I don't like that. Don't ask for Cash App and I text it and I don't see Cash App.
Somebody, that's crazy. Real quick, 43 Flex says Skywalker goes to East Side High. Fam, I actually went to a high school that was called East Side, or it was called East. Central Dauphin East High. That's crazy. How you almost guessed that there.
Hey, 43 Flex became a member too. Big
good stuff, 43 Flex. But our Cash Apps are right there. Big Game James 72, Laws Nation, and Chill Will 1026. And obviously you can super chat.
They all go with us, don't they?
There's PayPal.
They go with us.
Oh yeah, they've been calling me Chill Will since
I like Chill Wills.
Back in the day.
Chill Wills.
Y'all probably like, how you chill? Cause you go crazy on here. Well,
they ain't never lying. Oh, opinionated ass.
You already know, man. Hey. How you think I'm here?
Opinionated ass mother sucker.
That's right. Robert said Cash App Dak. All right, listen, y'all, we gotta get the hell up out of here.
Get out of here, baby.
Listen, man.
We do a marathon show one day, right?
Hey,
how about that?
We're gonna do a behind the scenes, members only, talking that, you know what I mean? Appreciate y'all as always, man. Amazing chat tonight. Amazing. Y'all got the jokes though.
Yeah,
y'all got the jokes. Y'all funny. I appreciate it though.
Damn.
We gonna let y'all jam out on the way out though. Y'all have a good night. Be safe. Love y'all. Peace.